Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-da-dum.
I'm just gonna have to stop. I could be pulling strings off these shorts 24/7.
Until there's nothing left. Okay.
That wouldn't be good.
I'm gonna bump up the text. There we go, now we can read it. Hooray!
To say first.
Heliagusantes. Heliagusantes.
Yeah, I think it is I want to say Helio. It's Heliagusantes. I'm slowly gonna get his
There's
name.
an unlicensed port of arcade game Street Fighter 2.
Why would he say that?
Well, hello everyone. I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic.
Street Fighter 2. Unlicensed. Is that good or bad?
And this is Sky.
Yeah, but I think most of our viewers know that.
And welcome to part 2 of Spyro the Dragon, or Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage.
Master Zone's like Spidey? Question marks.
Yeah, let's keep it family friendly this time, guys. Remember what we said last time. Alright, well anyway, last time we got through 3 worlds. And this time we're gonna try to get through a few more.
We actually got through 3 worlds last time.
Yeah, we only got through 3.
That's more than I thought. I thought we did 2.
I did 2 and you did 1.
Yeah, that one world took me forever because I stunk.
That's alright. But I am hoping to clear at least 3 levels tonight.
Spyro equals purple Yoshi.
Indeed.
A little bit, yeah.
I actually,
French lesson time, so Spider-Man.
I actually joked around and, well, in my own head, I didn't really say this with anyone. But I once thought, like, a good way of saying that we're gonna play Spyro. I was thinking, you know, I think Yoshi and Spyro would make great friends. Let's play Spyro. So,
Aww.
that was a funny animation.
Can Spyro climb up those stairs?
Not yet.
I saw something
But he
shiny at the top
learns
of this
how?
wall.
I wonder what
You
the
could probably
animation
get
for
it.
that looks like.
I guess we'll learn. Master Zone says, nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I do? Okay, did we do this level? No, we didn't. Sunny Beach.
That sounds awesome.
It does, let's go do it. Or should I save it for you to do? And should I go on to a different one?
I like that idea.
Okay.
It'd be fun if I could play that.
Okay, well, you are free to play that level. I'm going to play a different one. We did this one last time. And I think we can go do this one.
Hi, Spyro. This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans.
You know, her dress
Once
looks
the
kind of
door is open,
awkward.
Ripto and Crush will be waiting
Like,
in the
if you
dungeon.
think about how a woman is shaped.
I mean, she's a fawn, so I think she can play by different rules.
True. But it's just like the skirt is wide open right down the middle.
Master Jones's best and secure voice ever. We have a new comment or 2 from Spidey.
Wait, it's Sky's turn. You did it last time.
That's true. Do you want to play the first level, or should I?
I was kind of thinking that, I wasn't gonna say anything at first, but I was thinking that it'd be fun to play first.
Okay. I just wanted to play the game. But you can play first.
Entering Sunny Beach. Our fans probably want to see this one too.
Sunny Beach.
We blow fire.
Aha! Sky's allowed to comment on non-friendly, family-friendly stuff. JK.
I was really discreet about it though. Like, I didn't say any nasty words or anything.
Well, hello.
To me, that's being family friendly. If you can use clean words.
Those turtles are really cute.
But I know you were just joking, Master Zone.
Yeah,
Oh, he
Spider-Man,
said
you're right.
JKXD.
Helio Gusante says
Jeff,
fire!
Jeff, break, Sky,
Yeah, you'd be right.
Spider-Man, correct, no.
Oh yeah, I think you definitely would like this level. There's baby turtles without shells.
Aww, they're adorable.
Although I'm not sure why they don't have shells.
They're not gonna try to
Hi,
kill me, are
Spyro.
they?
Helio Santos says, wait, it's
If you
Spider-Man!
can help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'd be mighty grateful.
Oh, I remember not liking this level because it was annoying.
You played this before?
Yeah, like a few years ago I played the PlayStation 1 version and I remember this being annoying.
I forget, where did you say I need to herd them to?
Probably over to there,
Why are there
past
only
that big turtle.
Why are there only 3 of them?
There's probably more throughout the level.
Come on, little
Tyon says, hey! Hey Tyon!
Are
Welcome
you
to the
kidding me?
stream.
Do I have to blow fire at these guys?
I would see if you can kill that big turtle first, because he kind of looks like a bad guy. Or not, I guess. Oh, okay.
That's it. That's all I had to do.
I guess.
Sorry I had to do that to you, Turtle Man. I don't mean to be a meanie.
Look at his face, he's not impressed. Did you see his face? I mean, go over and look at him again. Wow, you sure did it, I guess. You sure did shepherd those. Hey, wait, go back. You sure did show those baby turtles where to go, I guess. Yep, you sure did, I guess. Oh, hi, Sparks.
He does look kind of just like
unimpressed.
just very blah.
The baby turtles will lead the way, but there are some obstacles
I
that they
cannot hear
cannot
these
pass.
people at all.
If you can clear
I'm
these
sorry.
obstacles
The
away,
baby turtles will lead the
be
way,
able to
but there
make
are
it to
some
safety.
obstacles that they cannot pass. If you can clear the obstacles away, the turtles will be able to make it safely.
Spider-Man says, everyone, put on your family-friendly modes. Yes! The best mode. Master Zone says, that's me on a Monday. Yeah, the unimpressed face. Here we go again, it's Monday. That's me at work too, I'm like... I have to be at work.
So wait, there's something up here.
There are gems!
I was gonna be like, swim away!
Yeah, the unimpressed face, says Master Zone. Wait, you might be able to jump on top of him. Yeah, to get up there.
Oh, oopsie.
And Hilo Gusante says, wait, there's 50 subs. Yes, there are 50 subs. There are 54 or 55, I forget how many. Mario Maker 2 did wonders for us.
Oh,
Well, alright then, that was
take that, or this. I literally caught him from behind.
yes, you did. Good job.
That's what he gets for trying to kill me.
You'll never get me, Turtle Man.
Sorry, baby turtles.
That didn't sound anything like the donkey I was trying to reference.
I'll come help those baby turtles after I collect my treasures. I wanted to look out the window, but I can't.
Get the gems. Don't forget you can hit the triangle to do a little hop kind of in midair. Well, I mean when you're gliding.
Jumpy, jumpy. Ow.
Jordan says, that was a donkey reference? Oof. Yeah, you know me. Not good at imitating people that I like to try and imitate, I guess. Welcome to the stream, Jordan. Glad you could tune in for a stream. Hilo Gusante says, Jeff plays Mulan for Mega Drive. Oh my goodness.
Hello there, Star. Thank you for your
He
life.
loved you, and this is how you repay him.
Well, I was just thinking, hey, maybe I can, like, restock Spark's health with this weird-looking
And that you can.
starfish.
Jordan says, that's okay, I still love you, buddy. Thanks, Jordan.
That's how you go.
Master Zone says, when I was in school, my best
Swim,
friend told me
Spyro.
that I always had such an unimpressed
gosh.
face that almost no one could read me. I've been
Man.
told that I have kind of that face
The
too.
swimming with this is annoying.
Yeah, I honestly hate it.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I think I've gotten used to it, but I still don't like it. Anyway, when I was working at the co-op, the internship that I was working at, the first half of last year, I apparently had a difficult face to read too, because I just did not care about the work we were doing. Or it's not so much that as like
no,
it was
not
just
up, go down.
it was just annoying to work for that company, so I didn't want to do anything. The subject material was actually pretty interesting. It was a physics research company, but
the treasure
actually
around
working for them sucked.
Can I like look around? No, go down. Oh gosh, it's like flying.
It is. It's awful. Tyon says, I'm eating some cake.
Swimming's not like flying.
Sky, I too wish I could have some cake.
Eh.
I had a brownie earlier
Oh man,
with chocolate frosting.
I really hate this swimming. Hey!
Oh no!
I'm gonna kill you. How do I kill you?
I guess like that. Good job. Master Zone says, Jeff, we need to stop being alike all the time. Oh, you want to stop being like me?
Why can't I go back down? Flipper nuggets.
Spider-Man says, bonus minigame. Sky, can you get 10 hockey goals in 1 minute?
He's not going back under.
Try the square button.
Yeah, it's not. He's not doing it. Look, I'm hitting the square button.
No. Try the circle button? Try the triangle button. Okay.
And
Can I see?
Jumps. I told you. What?
Yeah, you just needed to be in that section, I guess. I don't know.
I wanted to make his health full. There's another one under there.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Not in there, but further in.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make his health full.
Go, go, Power Rangers. Okay, I think we need to unlock that. I don't see one.
I could have sworn there was one. Maybe not. Oh well.
Whee!
I'll just try to upgrade his health in this
There you go.
section.
Broke it? Oops. So Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Mastodon says, me stop being you or you stop being me? Well, I would argue that since I'm the older one, I'm the original.
Oops.
Interesting.
Oh, rubber nuggets. No spark syndrome.
Yay. Hey, you remember that name I gave it. Go, Turtle Man.
He's just running into the wall. Spyro, move. Oh, I need to exit out.
Sky is good at this, says
Let's see
Spider-Man.
if he runs into the wall like a Dumbo again.
Okay, there he goes.
Or not.
Oh, I think he needs to step on that switch.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
baby turtles.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be interesting.
No, go that way.
Because there's enemies over there, and you've gotta...
Go that way. Go that way. Move your little hiney.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
You will not hurt my babies.
Gosh dang it, only because of 5 years? Man, says Master Zone. Yes, sir.
What is on that?
I am the original.
Oh no, where are the baby turtles? I hope they didn't get hurt.
I honestly have no idea where they went.
The water workers have captured most of our baby turtles, and the boxes they put them in are incredibly strong. With a more powerful flame attack, maybe you could break open the boxes and release them.
Oh my goodness.
Defeat 11 enemies to activate the super flame power-up. Is between the two pyramids on the round platform.
Nice.
I'll have to remember there's a box down there that I need to...
There's a couple boxes.
Yeah, there was one in the water and one over there. Wait, what was down there? Just...
You know, version 2.0 is always better than the... is always the better version. Not always. Not always, my friend.
And another one up here.
Although the the vast majority of the time you're correct, yes.
Can I go in there?
Probably. Hey, there you go. Now you've got the super flame power. Well, I mean, you have to go to the pyramid thingies to...
This water is so annoying.
1,000 gems! Says Spider-Man. I thought that deserved an announcer voice.
Go down. Oh my gosh. Go
Master
down.
Zone says, we're unique in our own way. I know, but it's fun battling such things out with you. Indeed it is. Some friendly banter. I enjoy this. You can use the X button to just swim around slowly.
Oh,
Man, this camera hates you.
How do I kill that thing?
With a headbutt.
It really does hate me.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, Spyro. I'm glad you can hold your breath forever.
I know.
Like, I know he's not really in pain right now, but I literally feel bad.
For some reason, like, we're so close to the surface of the water, and it's making me think of Peter Griffin from Family Guy drowning in his soup.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Get in there, Spyro. Come on.
Master Zone says, you know after 5 years version 2.0 has to be better, or the creators are doing something very wrong. Well, the one example I'm thinking of where 2.0 was not better than 1.0 was the PlayStation 3. Arguably the... Oh.
There's a chef
Hello,
up at the
young
top
one.
of this
There's a
ladder
chef
who
up
wants
at
to
the
make
top
soup
of this
out our
ladder who
turtles.
wants to make a
Maybe
soup out of
you
our
could climb up there and
turtles.
stop him?
What?
Yeah, turtle soup. Well, we can't climb up there yet because we don't have that ability. Yeah, there's gonna be some backtracking.
Oh, he swims like a puppy!
Yeah, doggy paddles. Spider-Man says, Family Guy isn't family friendly. Oh, I know. It's just that one part
Hi, turtles.
that
You're
I
not
thought of.
dead.
It's just that one part that I thought of where Peter has to wear floaties when he's eating soup or else he'll drown. Which obviously doesn't make any sense,
I
but
know.
I find
need
that
to-
hilarious.
I need to get him up there.
Tyon says, I'm going to get some more gosh darn moons. Get those gosh darn moons, Tyon. Get them. I believe in you. You can do it. He's like, what are you doing?
Don't go backward.
Go, go, turtles, go.
Go, go, turtle
Thank you, young dragon.
babies.
The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
Okay, thank you.
Good job.
I'm so glad I got to play this a level.
Master Zone says, okay, I give that to you.
I don't want to return home. I still have stuff to do.
There's a lot of stuff you can't do in this level until you get a certain upgrade.
Oh.
Spider-Man says,
Do I have to return home then?
I mean, there's probably some other stuff you can do in the meantime. Like those 2 treasure chests you saw, you can get those.
I can?
Yeah. You just have to go get the firepower up.
Okay.
Spider-Man says, I want food. Sugary food. But it's 1:14 a.m. Ugh, the struggle is real, mate. But, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Probably eating sugary food is not a good idea at this time of night.
There's Jemmy Gems down here.
Jemmy Gems?
Did I miss those?
Yes. With the no spark syndrome.
That's the firepower, right?
Yes, it is. Firepower! Retro Record says, man, you had to go and stream right when the Starmen.net Earthbound event happened.
Hey, I
or
saved
started.
the baby turtles. They're so adorable.
Oh, interesting. Well, sorry about that, Retro Records.
Oh,
if you
dear.
want, you can go watch that instead.
So, I need to get this firepower thing again to get the ones underwater.
Yes.
Where are they underwater? I can't remember.
I mean, if you want to go watch that instead,
Way
Retro
back
Records,
here?
I won't be offended. Plus, you can always catch this on the rebound. Master Zone says, then we need to battle it out. Name, time, and place, dinosaur.
Was it over here? Oh, no. Yeah, but now I have to go back and get the firepower.
I'm trying to think of a good time and place, but I can't think of one. You name the time and place, youngin'. Retro Record says, I'll just switch in between. Okay, that sounds good. I would say when there's nothing interesting happening in the event, you could switch back over to here, but given that it's a mother event, you'll probably want to watch that whole thing. It's up to you, my dude.
Alright, I need to... Where's the firepower? That's a good...
Spider-Man says, Jeff, for French. I is je, or je. So if you want to say you are doing something, you
There's one
start.
right here. There's something up here too?
Looks like it.
Why is there all this stuff that I missed before? Get up there.
You know, that's a good question. I haven't been watching all that much. Well, I've been watching a little bit, but I've also been looking at comments.
Man, the fire thing's all
With
the way
J
back here.
or J, or if it starts or J or J, just J apostrophe if it starts with a vowel. Okay, interesting. Does it still sound the same if it starts with a vowel? Baby turtles. You could probably jump and glide up there from that other platform.
Or I can just let Sparks get them. Get them, Sparks! That'll take longer, but... Oh, I see what you mean. There's a platform right here.
There you go.
And there's more gems. Oh.
And another turtle crate. For the J sound, I will use zh.
I need to go back and get more firepower.
I don't think I'm cut out for this whole French thing. Okay, my dear caveman. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. here in Switzerland. And if you don't come, you'll be disqualified, and I win. Oh man, unfortunately, I know where I'll be at 5 p.m. tomorrow. At work.
No.
J sounds like Shay, but J sounds like Jish. Yeah, no, I'm not cut out for this whole French thing. I failed the French class, I'm sorry.
Oh, they're so adorable.
They really are, I love them. And they look so much less awkward because they actually have shells, like turtles do.
I can get over there, but I need the firepower again. I'm so slow with
Then I win, hee hee. Never should have let me name time and place. That's fair enough.
Move your booty.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. That turtle doesn't though. He likes to just sit there. For he is a turtle.
Yeah. Oh wait, that one's too high. Need to go on this one.
There you go. Oh, well, alright then. I like how you give me an evil voice. Says Master Zone.
There you go, baby turtles. Enjoy your freedom.
That's funny.
I need more firepower.
I
again.
assume that there's probably
Underwater.
some chests that you can't get until you get the climbing ability. But I'm not 100% sure.
I can get the ones that are out underwater.
Yeah.
If I can swim fast enough. Where's the water section? Here
Problem
it is.
with that is
Hurry,
that
get in the water.
problem with that is that they'll most likely reset next time you're here. My gosh.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Nice.
There was only that one, right?
As far as I know, that's the first one I
Oh,
saw.
I pray to God that was the only one. I'm sorry, baby turtles. I stink at swimming underwater.
Yeah, the swimming controls kind of suck. But seriously, sometime we will battle it out face to face, says Master Zone.
Okay, I think that is all of the chests. I don't think there were any more outside the water here.
I think you're right. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you're right. Oh!
I feel like it would be way too far to try to make it if there were any other ones around.
I could probably do it.
Oh, I don't think there's any more anyway.
I think you're right. This is close to the starting area, and I didn't see any at the starting area.
No, don't go up. Go straight.
Spider-Man, I'm not even gonna try to read those because I'll just butcher it horribly.
Alright, so I didn't 100% the area, but... Do you think that's pretty much all I can do in here?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think...
Let me talk to this guy again. Oh, I didn't go in here yet.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, you need to bring another turtle over here.
Oh, you're right. Giant turtle, where are you? Here you are.
He needs to stay there, I think.
Oh,
Because he's depressing that switch.
I don't see any other big.
I need a baseball bat, Spider-Man. Oh no.
There's a chest up there.
Oh my goodness,
At
get
least
it.
the fire is right here.
Oh my goodness, gets it. Either in the USA or here, the country of chocolate, cheese, mountains, way too expensive watches.
I saved you, baby turtles. Oh no, don't tell me there were any other ones.
Way
in
too
here.
expensive watches, that's amazing. Do you know at one point I used to wear a watch? Before I had a cell phone.
I could never stand things being on my wrist.
I think it was like when I was...
Gosh.
I think I was like 13 or 14 when I first had it. And I've still got the watch at home, but since it's been 11 or 12 years, the coin battery inside is kind of expired. It's just
Get over there.
you have to climb that ladder. Spider-Man says, "Oh shoot, Fortnite new season coming out real soon." Oh my goodness, my favorite game.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
No, but for real, I actually tried Fortnite at one point. Not the Battle Royale, though. The original PvE mode. And I just could not get into it.
No.
Like, Adam bought it for me for my birthday, and I felt... Well, it wasn't for my birthday. It was in, like, July. When it first came out. And I think you also bought it for Tyler.
How do I get up there?
You can't. You have to climb. Or fly from the spot where you climb. One of the two.
I needed to move a big turtle somewhere.
He bought it for us, and he wanted us to play it with him. That's why he bought it for us. And I tried it. I played it for like 2 or 3 hours, but I just couldn't get into it.
Oh, there's a chest in there.
Just Google Rolex and try not falling into a coma. This is Master Zone. Oh,
Maybe
like,
I do have to move this turtle.
I mean, you can try, but I'm pretty sure that gate closes. Never mind.
Maybe it's because I'm still on it.
Maybe. No? Weird. But I don't think he goes past that area. Spider-Man says, "Do the Battle Royale." That's what everyone likes. The campaign is stupid. Spider-Man.
Well, I don't see any other big turtles to move over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I really don't get it. Wait.
Master Zone says, "I mean, the work inside those watches is truly amazing, but still way too expensive." Yeah, Adam actually liked the campaign in Fortnite, and Daniel too. Daniel is Adam's younger brother. They actually played it quite a bit.
Maybe I just can't get that yet.
There has to be a way, but I don't know how. And honestly, I liked the concept of the campaign, but what really bothered me the most was all the menus and options and items and, you know,
I don't think there's anywhere else to go.
Try going up those stairs again. But there's just way too much to that game. There's so many items, so many characters, so many, well, everything. And honestly, that sounds appealing for the most part, but I don't have enough time to dedicate to a game like that.
And I've already been in that water.
Well, go back down and see if there's anything else in there you need to do.
It just takes me to another area that I've already been.
I know. Just check to see if you missed anything.
There's the return home.
Well, I guess that's pretty much it then.
There's a chef at the top
There's-
of this
oh.
ladder who wants to...
Ethan says, "Get the firepower up and then stand on the pressure plate, aim and shoot at the chest." Oh!
But then how can I still can't get to it.
You don't need to.
Oh.
Thank you, Ethan. Hey, there's gems too.
Oh.
Wow, there's actually... Hey, you can get all 7 chests. Okay, I guess get those before you leave. Master Zone says, I googled Rolex now, and the first watch that comes up, 45,946 CHF. Dang, looks sick though. What is the conversion between CHF and dollars?
I really stink at this swimming.
Yeah, you do, honey, but that's okay.
It's so bad. Get it. Did I get it? He doesn't even turn around. Why?
But the whole thing with Fortnite is just like some other games, like MOBAs and.
Get him. Or not.
Okay, so most MOBAs, a lot of what are the other? Oh, like World of Warcraft, whatever that genre is.
Where's the firepower now? Don't tell me I have to swim all the way back to get firepower and then somehow come all the way back to this swimming area in that amount of time because I suck at swimming.
Right now, actually 1-to-1, says Master Zone. Oh, that is a lot of money. That's more money than no, that's not more money than I make in a year, but that's almost my salary for 1 year for a watch. That's ridiculous.
Get in there, Spyro.
£1 to $1.21. Okay, so the pound is more valuable than the dollar. What? Man.
Where do I have to go now? I'm lost.
You want me to try and get there for you? I think it's right there, actually, right ahead of you. Yep, right there. Gosh dang it, I can't.
There's the fire thing. I just have to go right through there.
Yeah. You see what I mean by way too expensive, says Master Zone? Yes, I do. But yeah, games like that just have so much to them, it kind of drives me away from the game. Not because
I'm so mad right now.
not because, like, you know, it's not a draw to have a lot to do with a video game, and honestly, the more you can do with it, the more money's worth you get out of it, technically.
I'm trying to go too fast.
But for me, I just don't have the time to get the enjoyment out of a game like that anymore.
Oh my gosh, Spyro, why do you suck?
I don't know, man, like, I just don't have time to sink into that kind of game anymore.
Come on, Spyro, we need to go fast here.
Like, I've been, even games I like.
Oh no, get it.
Aww.
Oh, come on, I was right there.
Even games I like, though, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, I've been contemplating doing a fourth playthrough of, because I love that game. My cousins were over this weekend, and, like, my older cousin, said that she had heard that Breath of the Wild was a beautiful game, and I'm like, you want me to show you? And she's like, yeah. So, I put Breath of the Wild on my Switch and ended up playing it for like an hour and a half. I'm like, man, I love this game. But I'm hesitant to do another playthrough of it because I just don't have the time to dedicate to it, honestly. And I would have fun with it no matter what, because I love that game. But I don't think I would get the full amount of enjoyment that you are going back to the fireplace.
I'm gonna need more fire anyway, since I suck.
How about you get that that chest over here first?
Yeah, good idea, since it's right here.
Spider-Man says, on the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it's worth flying out here because 1 million pounds is like $1,210,000. What a great deal.
Apparently my aim stinks. I don't think I can do that unless I have something.
That'd be 46 watches. Wow, says Master Zone. And he says, gotta go fast, Sky. And have the camera pointing right at the,
Like, it's hard to get.
Actually, go into triangle mode. There you go. perfect.
Oh.
Very
Did I
finicky,
get
says
it?
Spider-Man. Yes, you did.
Oh, yay! It was just to save the turtles. It wasn't for gems. Oh gosh, thank you.
You are welcome, honey. I think that
They're
when
just
you're
trapped in there
I think
now.
that when you're making the small adjustments, I think that the game only controls in 8 directions. Which is odd because it doesn't feel that way when you're going full speed. But when you're making small adjustments, I even noticed this when we were testing.
Oh, I stink.
You want me to get this one for you?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
It's gonna take me an hour.
Just
but
don't
I
get as
even
frustrated
care.
with it as you did last time.
I'm not yet. Ah!
What was I gonna say?
I know, I got so sad and depressed the last time.
You did.
I was really mad about that.
But, like, I was thinking about doing another playthrough of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I love that game, but I just don't have the time to dedicate to it. The playthrough that...
Where am I?
Where the heck am I? Well, you gotta go back to the fire pad.
I know. I'm gonna get this.
And, like, a playthrough of that game, for me, the first playthrough took 120 hours, with getting all the shrines and everything. Then the second playthrough took me like 70
This is
hours.
the hardest one.
Then the third playthrough I didn't do all the shrines. It was actually my streamed one. That took 8 parts.
Where is it?
Right there. Nice.
Most impressive.
That
Please
was
take
so
the sacred
close.
thingamajig as a token of our everlasting gratitude.
Thingamajig! The sacred and righteous holy thingamajig!
Thank you.
Spider-Man says, you two are so wholesome and a nice couple. Aw, thanks, Spider-Man. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Alright, is that everything?
I think that's everything you can get right now.
Unless I can cheat and fly.
Imagine how cute the family will be in 8 months, says Master Zone.
Aw.
Spider-Man just says, just call it a goober.
Well, actually, I'm 3 months pregnant right now, so...
Yeah, we just waited until, like, she was 2.5 months pregnant to make the announcement.
Yeah, I wanted to wait until, like...
I wanted to
was
wait until
pretty
after we
far
saw the
along.
ultrasound.
What, did you really think there wasn't a baby in there?
No, but I just thought that it would be good to get that, you know, confirmation that things are going well, and...
I feel bad those turtles are locked in there. Oh well. But oh, I see what you're saying.
I correct myself then. 6 months, says Master Zone.
Yup. Where am I?
Oh, where are you trying to go?
Oh, I'm trying to find my way home, I guess, since that's all I can get.
Master Zone says, also, you have a little bump. Or not Master Zone, Spider-Man.
Well, I'm kind of slouching, but... And I think I do have a little bit of a bump, it just...
Doesn't show all that much yet, but she does have a tiny little bump.
And it especially shows when I'm slouching like this.
Master Zone says, do you know the gender? Not yet, but we will soon.
Yeah, we have to wait until... Well, she said 10 more weeks at my last appointment, but I think that was like 2 weeks ago, so...
Spider-Man says, or you're fat, LMAO, LOL, JK, lol. Yeah, I can tell you she's absolutely not fat.
No, I've been so nauseous and picky about
If anyone's fat, it's me!
But I've been so nauseous and picky about what I want to eat that I've actually lost a few pounds.
Also, where are you going, huh?
I'm trying to find the home.
You can just exit the level
Oh, okay.
on the pause screen.
I forgot I can do that. Like, I think that's everything that I can do.
I think so too.
Options?
Spider-Man says, no, I'm sorry. No exit level. Yes. Joseph says, hello, you two, and everyone else. Hey,
Hi,
Joe.
Joseph.
Welcome to the stream, dude. My goodness, you know what time it is?
Oh, look at those adorable baby turtles. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that looked a little painful.
Yeah, for both of them.
Master Zone says, see, Jeff, that's why version
Wait.
2.0 is better. Me not fat.
1,183.
No. I've actually been losing weight too.
Yeah, you've lost like 10 pounds.
I've lost 10 pounds in the last like 3 or 4 months. Actually, less than that.
Even if I lose 3 pounds for the rest of my pregnancy, I'll still be like every 3 or 4 months. I'll still be 100 pounds. But I'm hoping I'll get my appetite back soon. Oh, look at that cute little turtle thing.
Guess what time it is?
Your turn.
Yes. Thank you, honey.
Hey, wanna go to the Heracos? Or Hurricos, whatever that is.
Hang on, what does he say?
Your game camera is currently, if you like. Okay.
I like it the way it is. Maybe I'm not discontent with...
Go to the hurricane place.
Sounds like a boss. But let's go see what it is. But yeah, I've lost 10 pounds in the last 2 or 3 months, and that's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I was...
That we wanted to do a workout together, says Master Zone.
Yes. Yes, I do
You
want to...
guys did?
Yes. The Saitama workout.
Oh. Good luck with
No.
that.
He was... Actually, he said he wanted to go on a 10-kilometer hike.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I remember this one.
Is
Kinda.
this a boss level?
No. Which I'm glad about, because those are a lot shorter.
We just
usually.
were at like a sunny
first
beach
one, anyway.
place, and now we're at a hurricane place. I just figured these places were right next to each other, like why not do them both?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Spider-Man says, I'm probably the fattest here.
We've always
Oh.
had
Really?
trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes,
I mean, should
you
we
can
all
use
tell
them
each
to
other
turn
what
off
we
the force
weigh?
fields.
I just weighed myself and I am 165.8 pounds after eating a heaping load of spaghetti. So I'm actually closer to 165.
I was 106.8.
Master Zone says 10 kilometers? When you're going to hike with me, it'll be at least 50 kilometers. Oh gosh. Oh, you were saying a 10 kilometer run. That's what you were
There's a
saying.
diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Neither is mine. Although, I've needed glasses since I was 15.
Why
I think I
exactly?
could have used glasses sooner than that, but I didn't get them till I was 15.
I needed glasses when
What's
I...
that glowy thing, by the way?
What glowy thing?
Over there, what is that?
What?
What does it do?
With this? That doesn't let me go through. That's what it does.
I saw a rainbow. Far off in the distance.
That is pretty.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You can't get up there. Maybe the light bulb helps you get through.
Oh, well, I guess so.
That's really cool. I'm 150, says Spider-Man. I'm 13. Probably have diabetes. Oh, I'm sorry, Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, 150 could really mean anything. Like, I don't know what your height is.
It depends on how tall you are.
Yeah, like I'm a measly 5'8", so being 165 pounds is kind of like, oh well, you're a little heavy set. Although,
Yeah, like, depending on how tall you are, even if you're a couple of inches shorter than Jeff, like, 150 would probably make you look about his size.
yep.
He said he's 5'2".
Oh, okay.
That's still not bad. That's like... Let's see, my mom is like 5 foot, maybe 5'1", and she's around 140 pounds. So you're about an inch taller than that, and you're not much more. So you're not, that's not that big.
Wham! What's the point of destroying these things?
Master Zone says 154 for me. I forget how tall Master Zone said he was.
I don't remember.
He must be fairly thin, I'm guessing.
Wah! Kill all the guys. You need... Oh gosh, hey.
Whoa.
He gave me a high five, except it was in my face.
Yeah, it was.
Come here, yo! Ouch.
But
Well-
you guys are adults. I don't think it's normal for a kid. Still, I wouldn't feel too bad about it.
Okay, I need like a supercharge to
Master
break that
Zone
thing.
says I'm 178 centimeters? I have no idea how tall that is.
Divide that by 2.5, about. And then you'll have the number of inches.
I can't do that in my head.
Uh,
Isn't that like 5'9"? I don't know, I'm just completely guessing. I have no idea. I'm not a smart person.
yeah, I can't do it in my head.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, it's 2 and like you have to divide it by 2.54 in order to get the conversion.
Oh, what if you just did it by 2 and then added like an inch or 2 to that?
That would be inaccurate.
It wouldn't be completely inaccurate, it'd be close-ish. Spider-Man says, and Jeff is probably more muscle because black belt karate.
Yeah, that is something that I do have going for me. Is like,
Yeah, you definitely have some muscle on you.
like I was looking, yeah,
He's just like, yeah.
but I was looking at the
Yeah, you know it.
like, yeah, I was looking at the average weights for like an American male, or a healthy weight for an American male, and it said like at my height I should be 150 pounds. I'm like, what?
That seems super skinny.
And, yeah, and I was talking to one of my karate classmates, and he's like, yeah, I don't feel like that average really includes muscle very much. Like the BMI index is all wrong.
Yeah, like everybody has a different amount of muscle. Like,
Master Zone says 5'10" apparently. Well,
oh,
thank you
okay.
very much for converting that for
Hey,
us.
I was actually pretty close when I said 5'9".
Yeah, you were actually. Was that a complete guess?
I think, honestly, I think it was. Well, I was going by 78, but what did he say, 178 centimeters? Yeah, 178 centimeters. And I was just, like, I just thought 78 inches, and I'm like, I think that's around 5'9".
Yeah, that's actually not a bad.
But actually, I think 5'9" is only like 72 inches, so. But
70 inches
is more than 72. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just completely guessed. I don't know what I'm talking about. Master Zone says, wait, how tall are you two again? I am 5'2".
And I'm like 5'8". Replace the lightning stones. Catch the thieves.
You're probably like 5'7.5" or 5'7 3/4", but you are very close to 5'8", so I just round it.
Yeah, I do that too.
I've been to the doctors and they've taken my height before, like in my sneakers, and they'll say I'm 5'3", and I'm like, I'm 5'2". Like, my sneakers make me quite a bit taller.
Yep.
I think I was even demonstrating that for Ethan and you before. And I'm like, these sneakers are really cushiony. Like, they're comfy sneakers, but they do make me a little bit taller. I consider myself 5'2". And Master Zone says he version 2.0 is taller than the dinosaur.
Indeed. Hey, give me that. What are you doing, man?
But yeah, I was talking about muscle mass too. Like, I think everybody has a different amount of muscle mass.
Definitely.
And like, for me, no matter how much I could possibly work out and gain muscle, like, I might never be as muscular as somebody else who has naturally more muscle mass than I do.
I used to be like that.
Really?
Like, I used to be the kind of person that, you know, in college especially, I tried to work out but didn't get very many gains. And I was the kind of person that could eat a medium pizza, drink a 2-liter of Pepsi, and still burn it off by watching video games on YouTube or something. No joke, like...
That's funny. You must have just had a faster metabolism.
I did. I was also, like, 6 or 7 years younger. So...
Yeah, that makes a difference too.
A big whopping difference.
Like, some
What am I doing?
people's metabolisms don't slow down till they're 30, but in other cases it can happen in your 20s, I think.
This doofus is taking out all the electric things. Come here, you.
Get 'em.
So do I just have to keep going back and forth and killing these
Joseph
guys?
Otto said, I'm 6'2" at 255 pounds. I have to say, you don't look that big, but you're also very tall. Like, 6'2" that is tall.
Ah. Where's this big purple doofus? And no, I'm not talking about Barney the dinosaur. Ow, ow.
Why couldn't you get through? That was like nothing.
I know, it was like a marble.
Oh.
A very large marble, but...
7 of 10.
Yeah, I just gotta keep killing these guys, and then I can place the things, I guess. Where are they?
I'm glad I'm not doing this.
Like, they're just... They keep going back and forth and taking out my electric thingies. Also, it kind of tilts me that they call these diodes. Is that what they called this? A diode?
Spider-Man says, people said before that it was puppy fat, but if I was gonna use this fat to get taller, it probably would have happened by now.
I don't know, like,
Not
guys...
necessarily,
Guys
like...
can keep growing until they're about 25. I mean, that's, like, the absolute maximum.
Yeah, but, like, the average, like, height, like, of height growth is between 21 and 25. Whereas for girls, like, girls stop...
It's much faster for girls.
Yeah, they can stop growing as early as 15 to 18. Like, that's the average for girls. 15 to 18, and for guys, it's not until you're 21 to 25.
Right.
I think you definitely grew half an inch or so in the first year that we dated.
Yep. Which was weird because I was, like, 23.
No, when we first met, you were 22, and then...
For, like, a month.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
well,
true.
3 months.
That's true. Your birthday's in June. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I had to think about that. I think it's because I'm trying to think of when we first started dating, which was in...
May 3rd, 2017.
I have so many dates mixed up, because we first met in March.
Late March 2017.
And so, yeah, you would have been 22, almost 23. But I think in that year, like, you didn't grow between those months of 22 to 23. I think it was...
Well, at least not noticeably.
I think it was in your year from 23 to 24 that you grew taller. I think that's what it was.
Thank you, Spyro.
Also, Spider-Man says Marvel Thanos and Master Zone. Hey, version 1.0, we're still gonna grow a bit.
There you go.
I mean, probably not Jeff because he's 25 already, but... Oh, you're probably talking about yourself and Spider-Man. That's true, Master Zone. You could probably end up being really tall if you keep growing. But again, it's different for every guy. Like, you could stop...
Like, your dad was done growing in, like,
high
7th
school,
grade?
I think he said.
Or what did he say? He was really tall in 7th grade, and then, like, all of his friends kept growing after that. Something like that. Hey, a rat.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
Regardless, the point is, it is different for everyone.
I think you're right. I don't know. I think it was like 9th grade that he said. I don't think it would have been 7th grade. I feel like that would be too young for a guy to stop growing.
Spyro Man does whatever a Spyro can. Can he fly? No, he can't. He can only glide a little bit. Hey, Spyro.
1.0 was Jeff. Wait, what? No, 1.0 is Jeff?
Yes, no. 1.0 is Jeff.
Wait, you missed the gem in a box back there.
I saw the box, but I can't break it yet.
Oh, okay. There was also a red gem by it.
Where?
Oh, it's just a red glowy light. Never mind.
The button.
Yep.
Where does I goes nows? Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Where the heck do I go? It's getting to be a very boring show. Da-da!
Did you kill all 10 of those, whatever they were?
Yes,
Purple
ma'am.
giants?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so what did you have to do after that? Spit?
Yeah, put all the gems or the power thingies, the little power sources in these things, and then I got an orb
Oh,
or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called, but they're orbs. So I will. Wow, thank you, camera.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man is gonna get taller because he's only 13 in 5'2". Like, I'm sure you will get taller, Spider-Man.
So I need to kill 4 more
Like I
enemies.
was saying, guys take longer to reach their full height.
What? So I had a light bulb, and the game didn't tell me?
Tyon says, my other tablet died.
Oh well, welcome back with your other tablet, or
I
whatever
forget,
you're
what
on.
was Tyon's other name?
Willie.
Oh, right. Master Zone says, you know I'm only joking with the 1.0 and 2.0 stuff. You're definitely not worse or less worse than me. Like I said, everyone is unique.
You are most certainly correct, good sir. Hey, I got Sparks up to full health again.
I'm not exactly sure what those terms mean anyway.
1.0 is like the first version, 2.0 is the second. He was
Oh.
joking around that,
Like somebody was the best version and somebody else was
well,
the second
it
best.
started with him saying that he and I are very similar, and then I said, yes, but I'm the original because I'm 5 years older.
Oh.
And then he's like, oh, okay, so you're like version 1.0 and I'm version 2.0. I'm like, yep, pretty much.
That's funny.
So that's where all that came from. You were very invested in doing the level at the time, so I don't blame you for missing that.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Is that an extra life?
And then he also says, but if you don't mind, we can still be sassy to each other.
I like being sassy.
And Spider-Man
It's
said,
fun.
"What? I wasn't listening, but I heard Jeff say Willie."
Willie was the name of one of our viewers, who we call
Probably got confused at first.
Tyon. Well, because that's what he requested to be called, because that's his nickname in Mario Maker 2.
I forget, who was it that said I was starting to show?
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
I'm trying to look at the computer now and see how big my tummy is. I'll just have to watch the stream later and see.
Oi. Oi.
Soon I'll probably have a stomach that's like
Maybe.
kaboom.
Kaboom.
I mean, I don't know, but either way, I'll definitely get bigger. I just haven't popped yet. I always think of how big my mom got with Serenity. It still amazes me to this day that she never got one stretch mark. Like, I hope I'm that lucky.
We have some new comments.
Master Zone says,
Spyro,
cool, me and my
you see
friends
that
joke
big
around
building
like
over
that
there?
often,
The
XD. And
So did me and my friends.
wait, did I call Master Zone Spider-Man?
Maybe.
Master Zone said, cool, me and my friends joke around like that often. And then Spider-Man said, oh, okay.
Okay, so I need... Wait, can I just jump on that?
I was kind of
Probably
wondering
not.
that. That's so funny. I was totally wondering that too.
I mean, I know you can jump on it, but you might have to turn off the
And then Spider-Man also
machinery
says,
associated
yeah.
with it. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Where's the other thingamajigger?
It appears out of nowhere. Or maybe you already had it and you just had to get close enough to that area
I think I
for
just...
the key to activate.
What's up?
I can tell when I like a video game because like normally I would be so bored right now. Like sometimes when you stream a game that I'm not that into, like I'll get bored after the first half hour. Like it's already been an hour and I'm still having fun.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, it took forever in that
We
one
gotta
board.
pick up the pace!
Hey, we still have another hour. Maybe we can get through one more board.
Oh, you're right.
I'm just so slow at these, and I think they're harder than the other world.
I think they're more involved. I definitely wouldn't call them harder.
Yeah, that's a better way for it.
I think there's just more to this Spyro game. Like, they expanded on the original.
The swimming is still easier than flying, though. Like, it still sucks, but it's not as hard. Like, I just was like, I totally give up with the flying.
Yeah, you had me do it. I don't know. I guess I put both equally annoying. Of course, I kind of got pretty good at the flying, so...
Yeah, like, you make it look easy, but then I do it, and I'm just like, I can't. I just can't. Also... Master Zone says, wow, the creators took even the sassy attribute over to 2.0. And Spider-Man, can we get a Sky solo stream someday?
If you would like that, yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
I'd still have to have Jeff set everything up for me though.
That'd be okay.
I'd probably still have you in the background for like
Spyro, you
help
have
starting
done
the
well
stream
so
and
far.
stuff.
You could have this little trinket for good luck. If you have
I
any
don't know.
questions about
I
shutting down
honestly
the-
don't see myself ever doing a solo stream. Like, I'm not into it that much. Like, I mostly just do it because I like spending time with Jeff, and like, I do enjoy my time, and the chat is fun, and it's even more enjoyable when you do games that I like, but it's nothing that I would want to do just by myself. Like, my hobbies are dancing, reading, writing.
They really put this a 5-star rating. Poor Spyro.
He's like, glitch.
Well, what if we had you do like a solo Animal Crossing one?
Maybe I would like that. I do like Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing!
And then Master Zone says, by the way, 1.0, did you show Sky the highlight video?
I did!
It
Well,
was really good. I have to say, it was well put together.
I really like the texts that it showed.
I was trying to make dinner and eat at the same time, but I did watch most of it, and I liked it. It was very
I
funny.
really like the part where Adam was like, you have to admit they're similar. I'm like, no. The subtitles really worked for that.
I feel bad.
I'll probably share the video in Discord if you don't mind. I probably won't like feature it as a full video on the channel, but I'll put it on the Discord server. And when we have the full series done, then I'll post that on the channel.
And
Oh, this is gonna be
Master
interesting.
Zone says, I'm glad. Yeah, it's a bit short.
Although I thought it was really good. So
Oh gosh. There's no way I could have done that.
The
I
switch
thought you
to
were a
turn off the gear
goner.
grinder factory is in that room, but it's awfully noisy in there.
Oh gosh.
I'm used to noise.
I'm not. I don't want to go in there. It's awfully noisy, huh?
Like, our baby will probably be crying, and I'll be like, what? It'll be like,
Sky, the baby's crying. What? Oh, sorry, I didn't even hear it.
Between the gears. You can have it if you want.
Yeah, I would love to have it. Thank you.
I really can't wait until we have our baby. I'm so excited. Spider-Man says, I have the great idea. Stream from your phone and Sky does a reading. Sky reading aloud for 2 hours would be legit the best. Seriously? Like, that would be interesting, just listening to me read?
I think that all these are just stationary now.
I do have a lot of books that I could read.
All of my books are nonfiction, so they wouldn't be interesting for anyone.
Every single one of my... Well, actually, I do have some nonfiction books, but I would say that 85%, at least 85% of my books, or at least 80% for sure, is all fiction.
So that's my first project as your best of editor, says Master Zone. Yeah, well, I mean, technically the Super Mario Sunshine best of would be your first project. But since you've officially said you want to be my editor for those, yes, that would be your first. Man.
V 2.0 would read V 1.0's books. Sky, you have a nice voice for reading.
I think so too.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Honestly, it might be because, like, when I first started reading, I read with, you know, in my head. But then as I kept reading, like, I started to, like, read out loud. Like, not read out loud, but, like, moving my lips as I read. So I think, like, I've gotten in that habit now. And I often read my Bible out loud when I'm just at home by myself. Like, I don't know, I think it helps me concentrate or take it in. Like, I feel like I'm taking it in better.
I do find that sometimes it's easier to, you know, get everything out of it if you're reading it out loud.
So I think because of that, like I said, I often move my lips when I read.
I hit the wrong
now.
button. Oops.
And I think doing that has helped my reading speech ability, I guess. However you want to say that.
Can't believe I died. I hit the wrong button.
And then Master Zone says, yeah, you are right. I forgot for a moment that there's SMS, a best of whoops.
Yeah, that was a pretty amazing best of moments. I loved that one.
There's red Jemmy Gems.
Yes, there are. What the?
That was weird.
It was. That shouldn't have happened like that.
You were lucky.
Hey, I got everything.
I wanted to get everything in my level.
Oh.
Oh well.
I think I got
Spider-Man
everything.
says, we're both in New York City, so you're in the neighborhood, so I must be friendly. Even if I wasn't Spider-Man, I would be friendly to you guys. You're the best.
Oh no, I set the bar too high, says Master Zone.
Oh, thanks again, Spider-Man.
Although technically we're not in New York City, but we're about 7 or 8 hours away from New York City.
Do I have that accent?
No.
Excuse my own.
Well, remember that Spider-Man isn't, well, our viewer Spider-Man isn't from the United States. Even some people in the United States confuse that New York City isn't all of New York State. We're about as far away from New York City as you can get while still being in New York State.
I think it would be fun to drive to New York City someday,
I have.
but not during, like, I always thought it'd be fun to go, like, during New Year's when the ball drops, but then I thought, you know what, never mind. Like, there are women who dress skimpily during then, and, like, it's so crowded and just, like...
I don't do well with crowds.
Yeah, I would hate that. It'd be more fun just to, like, randomly take a trip out to New York City. Wait, Ocean what? That sounds cool, too.
Ocean Speedway. Well, let's see what else there is. Like, there might be a money bag somewhere. How did we miss that gem, by the way?
Aquarium what? That sounds cool, too. Why are all these levels water levels?
Well, I already did this level.
Aquarium towers. Oh, okay.
And then this is probably the
I
boss
think I'm
level.
just thinking about our vacation, too.
I can't blame you. Oh, that's right. Guys, the week after next week, we will not be streaming because we will be on vacation.
Yeah.
We may still stream next week, but it's not a 100% guarantee.
No, Spider-Man says, okay, but New York, though. And Jordan Willard, I forget who that is.
That's my friend Jordan on Discord.
Pretty much if you tell someone you live in New York, they assume the city.
Yeah, that's right.
I live in New York. You live in the New York City?
It's like,
That's funny.
no. In fact, I grew up in a town of 500 people. There are like 8 million or 10 million in New York City alone.
Spider-Man says, if a baby is born in September, there is a good chance their parents celebrated the New Year with a bang. Would that be 9 months? January,
Yes, it would
February,
be.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Wait,
Yes.
that's only 8 months.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
Oh, wait. Yeah, because the New Year is the end of December and January 1st. So.
Jordan says, also, New York City is a pretty cool place. Back before I had crippling social anxiety, I really enjoyed my trip to New York City.
And Spider-Man says, ooh, through you.
Where are you guys going? We are going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yay, I get to do this one.
Unless it's a flying one, which you might not want to do.
But it's Ocean Speedway. Wouldn't that be swimming?
Maybe, but I don't know. If it's a flying one, though, do you want to do it?
No.
Because this is the last level in this area.
If I couldn't even get the concept...
Oh, look at that. It's a
Never
flying
mind,
one.
here. Hurry, take over.
Look at that. It's a flying one.
Why do they call it Ocean Speedway then? It makes me think of like a boat on the water. Oh, there are boats in the water. Like seriously, if I couldn't even get the concept of flying in the first world...
First game.
Yeah, whatever. Then I'm not gonna get it for this one. I forget that these are separate games because it's all in one game. I just
It's
consider...
all in one collection.
Yeah, well, not even that. It's just all on one disc.
It's considered a collection.
But it's still on one disc.
Technically, no, that's not even true.
A collection is like, okay, when I think of collection, I think of books. Like, you have the first book, the second book, the third book, then they're all separate books in a collection. So when I think of like a collection of movies or video games, like I think of separate videotapes or DVDs or CDs. Like, this is just one disc.
Most people in the gaming industry would consider this a collection.
On one disc.
Yes.
That's confusing to me.
Keep in mind, like, video games are a different medium than movies, books.
And books, apparently. And CDs.
Yes. What are CDs?
Another reason why I don't like video games as much.
You like video games. Just
Yeah,
on your
but
phone.
Not as much. Anyway. Spider-Man says, cool, and the F word, terrible psychics?
Man. Terrible physics.
Oh.
I was like, psychics, what?
Normally I am a good reader, but whatever, I think that...
This guy's right, this isn't a collection. You didn't collect the games, therefore not a collection. Most people consider this like a collection of 3 games on one disc. At least that's how I've always heard it. But regardless,
it's still confusing.
it's
to
not
me.
just one game. It's 3 games on one disc. And technically, it's not even all on the one disc. Because, you know, Toys for Bob wasn't able to get the compression right and fit it all on one Blu-ray disc. So technically, the only game that's on here is Spyro 1. Then you had to download the rest. Confusing, isn't it?
This seems really hard to do.
It is.
I mean, each one of those gives you 3 seconds, but still.
I gotta stop chasing him this way. Here's the last one. There it is. And then we're gonna go in the reverse direction for these.
Does that go faster?
Well, I mean, they're coming at you, so... Wow! I just jumped over that one.
I mean, you kind of had to, wow. Man, like, I'm not even playing and I'm still, like, intense about this. If that's even a word.
Intense is a word. I did it!
But the way I said it, I'm like, I'm intensed.
Intensified.
I'm intense. Yeah, that would probably work. Spider-Man says, oh wait, I
We already read that. You know, that's actually something that I thought of recently, bringing up the whole fact. You have played SMG2 within the last year. Or have you played SMG2 within the last year? Yes? When was my playthrough of an unvolatile upgrade? I have to check this now.
What's in here?
I remember playing it on volatile upgrade before you were there, Spider-Man.
Oh wait, we already did these places, didn't we? I
Yeah,
saw Sunny
now you gotta
Beach
go
and-
to the boss door.
This one?
Hit the button.
We're doing the boss fight already?
Yep. Probably.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
You got this. I mean, it's the first boss. How about... No, don't go in there.
Aquaria Tower?
I mean, it's the first boss. How hard can it be?
This one?
No. That door right there.
Oh, you were just saying that, it's the first boss level, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have 6 talismans, this door will open.
Yay! Wait, what is this?
What?
Before you
We
get to
lose a
the
life.
next
No, just
dungeon,
kidding.
Spyro, I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see, last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
There, that's the last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How about 22475? That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Wait, Vay. Oh, that's what brought Ripto here.
Why can't either of you?
Where are we? No dragons? Wonderful.
Crush, go back and pack my bags. We're moving in.
Say hello to your new king.
Okay.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Oh my, I can't see the switch. I think I've
Oh, his glasses are
my
broken.
glasses.
Crush, go through the portal, you idiot!
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
Do it up, guys.
Now! Go! Crush, get the orbs now! Now, you despicable little creature!
That fairy is pretty strong, actually.
This
Yeah.
is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Yes, I think so. We'll need a world that has an alignment much better suited to intercepting one of these creatures. How about Glimmer?
Okay, so now we're fighting Crush, huh? Okay, in answer to your question, by the way, Spider-Man, I did start a playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Volatile Upgrade just over 1 year ago. July 12th. Hello.
I might just let you do this too.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I never got to this guy.
I'm feeling too lazy. And I actually need stuff.
Oh, I see what happens here. Okay, so I can't hurt him while he's in that portal thingy. And that's Ripto right there, huh? Okay, fire's probably gonna go faster now. Or it's just entirely different. Okay. You know what? Sure. So bear with me, guys. I've never done this before. Never got to this boss fight. But I actually kind of like it so far. Okay. Alright. So now it's gonna be, okay. 3 flames now. Alright. Spider-Man says, it's the best game in history. I don't get more joy from any game nearly as much. I lost the disc to it, and I'm so sad. I think I have clinical depression. Oh, man. Well, you can download it and get it on the Wii U. Or emulate it. Either one works. And Masterzone says, reminds me of endless Yoshi killing. So many deaths. Yoshi murderer! Oh yeah, the Mario Galaxy 2 playthrough. Yeah, there were a few. Oh, that can actually hurt me too. Alright. That's fine. Yeah. And done.
Hey, you want a cookie?
You may have been able to defeat that simpleton, but golf will be more than a match for you.
Bring it on, shorty.
Golf, come here now.
I mean, no offense, Spyro, but you're short too.
Destroy him and make sure it's painful. What? Go! Get me out of here!
You're sending me mixed signals, Master.
Long dragon.
I don't like how he said dragon to me.
What a wuss.
Oh, I thought that's a comic book for a second. I don't know why either. I just thought it said comic book for a second.
Now, what did you actually have to do to defeat him? Like, it seemed like he ran away fine.
Oh no, I defeated the purple one.
Oh, okay.
I had to flame him and then he tried to hit me and then he missed, hit the ground, and then like a bunch of the ceiling crumbled on top of him.
Oh, okay.
It was really easy. Why is this screen so long?
I don't know.
Oh, it's because it's loading this.
That Ripto has caused enough damage. All his meddling has cost me a fortune. If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. Oh, if Ripto were here,
Man,
I'd
like,
give
the
him a piece of
animation
my
for this
mind.
is, like, flawless.
Really
I'd give him
good.
a lot more than
Like,
that.
no wonder why it takes so
I
long
was
to
a champion
load. It's like, it's
bantamweight
literally like a
boxer at
movie.
university, and I still know a few.
Okay then.
Tyon says, I'm done with Odyssey.
Really? Well, that was quick. Maybe it wasn't quick. Nice job, though. The adventure continues. I believe it is your... Wait a minute, where are we going? Is this the next place?
There's gems all over.
There are. I'm gonna let you take this. Master Zone says broken neck. Joe says ouch. Yeah, that would have been quite the fall.
This looks like it's gonna be a money one. Crystal Glacier.
Oh wait, I still need to bring back the...
I have to say, they picked out some really cool names for these places.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Must collect all the jammy jams before we take a new world.
I don't think you're gonna be able to collect them all.
Why?
Well, you still need to learn how to climb, for one.
Breeze Harbor.
There's probably some other inaccessible areas right now.
I'll get what I can though.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I just meant don't get your heart set on collecting 100% of them, because we still haven't done that for the other hub worlds. Spider-Man says 2,000 gems!
Yeah, like here I can't get up
I bet
there.
a rich dragon like you wouldn't mind cashing in a few gems to learn how to climb. I'd be willing to teach you for, say, oh, I don't know, a small...
500 gems? That's like chump change.
Yeah, I have like tons of money right
won't
now.
regret it. Okay, when you see a wall surface that looks climbable, like the one to my left here, just jump onto it and you will grab it with
Isn't
your
that to
claws.
his right?
No. That's our right, his left.
Oh, okay. Jump onto it and you will grab it with your
Use the
claws.
left stick to move up and down. Press the jump button again to leap off. You can also jump sideways onto another climbable area.
Oh, cool.
Great.
Oh, that just takes us back to Summer Forest.
Summer Forest
Well,
makes me feel fine.
Before I climb up there, though, I want to get the rest of the...
Jeff's always destroying Sky's dreams.
Wait, why?
Because I said you can't 100% on this hub world yet.
Oh.
I'm just a realist. What do you want from me? Oh, actually, that reminds me of something funny that came up in our lunch and learn meeting today. We had a lunch and learn class, which is where we have lunch provided by someone who
Skilos Batman.
teaches us stuff, and we were learning about parallel or configuring generators for
Those aren't
buildings in
gems.
parallel, and the benefits to doing it and stuff. But there was one, like the first slide says, you know you're an engineer when, and just for anyone who doesn't know, I'm an electrical engineer, and anyway, there was a, you didn't ever climb that ladder, by the way.
Yeah, there is more gems I wanted to get back.
Okay,
here.
but the, you know that saying, like
Like
an optimist sees the glass half full, a pessimist sees the glass half empty?
There's stuff in the water.
It said something like, an optimist sees the glass half full, the pessimist sees the glass half empty, The engineer sees the glass as being 2 times bigger than it needs to be.
Gosh, Spyro. Just get it.
And that made me laugh. Master Zone says, everyone calls me a pessimist, but I'm just a realist. Or I'm just realistic.
Nope, go down.
Spider-Man says, I thought you were going to say parallel universes. No, parallel generator configurations. Nice joke, says Master Zone. Indeed, I got a good chuckle out of it.
And I keep thinking that those are...
Yeah, I thought they were green gems too. You're not the only one.
Yeah, that's like the 3rd time.
Legend has it that there is a portal to Zephyr here. And legend also has it that I know how to activate it. Furthermore, as I...
Or a small fee.
Thanks for the gems, Spyro. With all this cash, I can open a lizard burger shop in Skilo's Badland.
Okay, good for you.
For 400 Gemmy gems? I mean, okay.
That place is unlocked.
Great.
Alright.
I do like the money bags mechanic, by the way. Getting back to talking about the game, you know, the thing we're playing. I do like the money bags mechanic.
There that I'm missing. Can I even? I don't think I can get up there.
Master Zone says a chemist only sees how many molecules are in it. Indeed.
Hey, do you have twins or something? Like, really? How do you know?
Really?
That's adorable.
How many moles of water molecules are in this glass of water? Isn't a mole like 6.23 times 10 to the 23rd? 6.22 times 10 to the 23rd somethings? Like a mole of molecules would be 6.22 times 10 to the 23rd.
Wrong button.
Molecules.
Can you go any faster?
Apparently not. Speedrunners hate him!
Ooh.
Oh, that looked easy. Yeah, says Master Zone.
I like climbing.
I still
It's
remember
very
that
easy.
from my my college chemistry class back in my freshman year of college.
You remember that?
Yeah, what a mole is. And not like your not like a cute animal mole. Like the
Scorch.
like 6.22 times 10 to the 23rd something.
I want to go in here.
Oh,
It sounds cool.
Okay.
Well, I think I got all the gems in there.
No, there was another hall to your left.
Oh.
That's okay. I mean, I don't care.
I must go back.
Wait, you should do this first.
I mean,
since
it does,
you're already here.
It does sound fun. I just like going to all the warm places right now. Oh, children! What? They're adorable! And they look like me, because they have blonde hair and blue eyes. Oh, wow.
Well, your hair definitely is not that blonde.
Yeah, no, it's not that blonde. When I was that little, it was that blonde.
Well, like in one mole are 6.
What did they do to that boy? Like, did they...
Kidnapped him, I think. Well, in like one mole, like
cut him
in
in
one
half?
mole are 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd particles. Wow, big heads.
I've been sent here to blow up this castle, but Handel got caught by these evil soldiers, and I'm stuck out here.
I'm stuck out here. She sounded so cute.
I mean, I guess.
It's just they pulled out their swords and I thought they were gonna cut off his head or something.
That he'd be losing like half of his body.
If you can open the doors that block the way, I can find Handel, and we can complete our super secret spy mission.
Okay.
What do I need to do? I was too distracted by her cute talking voice.
I mean, was that cute?
I thought she was adorable.
Okay.
I
Hansel and Gretel, says Joseph.
I liked her little accent. I absolutely loved it.
Accent? You mean inability to pronounce words correctly? Like toddlers do.
Ow. Meanies.
Joseph says Hansel and Gretel. I believe that's what they're trying to parody here, yes.
Get up. Go.
I don't think you can. Wait, she's called Greta. She can't even pronounce her name right. That's sad, says Master Zone. Honestly, I think they're just like trying to change the names so that it won't be exactly Hansel and Gretel.
Man, why do I always pick the one that have children?
Gee, I wonder. Well, honestly, the main reason was because you just like the idea of Scorch.
Yeah, it kind of made me think of the movies.
What movies?
Maze Runner movies. I think one of the movies is called Scorch Trials or something.
Oh, yeah. That one was okay.
I think the first one was definitely the best.
Yes, absolutely. And then they just kept getting worse.
Yeah, they ended up copying zombies too much.
Yeah, I hated that so much.
Like, they started out so original, and I think that's why I like them so much.
Master Zone says, I mean, she'd always say Gwetta. Oh.
Gwetta.
I see what you mean now. Yeah, I really liked the first Maze Runner movie, honestly. But then the second one was like, yeah, it's okay, I guess. And then the third one sucked. At least in my opinion.
I mean, the third one just built off the second one, honestly. I don't think it was that it was any worse. It's just like the second one really...
The second one didn't take it quite as far, I guess.
Yeah, like, well, it just took it to the zombie level.
Honestly, I think what differentiates it for me is the second movie didn't start out being all about the zombies. It was like, what's out there? What's in those scorched lands or whatever? And then it just ended up being zombies, and that kind of ruined it. But the third movie was entirely about that.
Well, yeah, because it had to grow based off of the fact that it was zombies.
Oh, agreed. But because of that, I thought it sucked. Like, the second one at least had me interested for a while. The third one didn't at all.
Oh, that's why it was worse for you. Take that.
And it was sad. Like, I wanted to like the second and third one. Like, I remember when we sat down and watched the first one, and, like, it ended, and I'm like, are you kidding me? It ends there? I want to watch the second one now.
And even I was surprised at how much you liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't usually like movies.
Especially, I don't think not like those.
Well, honestly, I did like that one. Quite a bit. But...
The monkeys have escaped from the Avalar Zoo, and I've been sent here to catch them. But they keep throwing coconuts at me, and it hurts. Can you help me? Great.
Ah, come on.
Just charge the tree before I get hit. I'll be able to catch the monkeys as they fall.
Burp.
Okie dokie. Oh, I see that. I already got him.
You're supposed to do it at the trees that he's under.
That makes a lot more sense.
I found a difference between 1.0 and 2.0. 1.0 is an engineer, and 2.0 is a biologist slash chemist, says Master Zone. That is a distinct difference. Joseph says, attack camels. I believe that she is on it, my friend.
What? Why are you going way over here when there was a tree right in front of you?
You already got that one, I thought. Like there wasn't a monkey in that tree.
Maybe I did.
Oh, and they deleted the burp algorithm in the new generation. Man, I'd say that's a downside.
Oh, he's actually catching monkeys.
Oh, excuse me.
Spyro, please take this.
I think one of the monkeys had it.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Is he gonna have another mission for you? Or is it just that one?
I have no idea.
Master Zone says, nice one. Thank you. I figured it had been a while since I actually did a burp, so... Let me go talk to him and see if he has another mission for you.
He's adorable when he slides down. It reminds me of Waldo. Can you get up there, Spyro?
Are you gonna go back and talk to him?
Yeah, I was exploring first.
Why?
Because it's fun. Oops, sorry.
Were those monkeys or apes?
Are you serious?
Okay.
Man, he's dumb.
I thought he might have another mission for you, but I guess he didn't. Why did the camel have his head in the sand, and why do they only have 2 legs?
They only have 2 legs.
At least that's what I thought it looked like. You can't break that yet. You need the special ability, whatever it is in this level. You know, that's one thing I do like, is that they do give you different abilities. I don't know if I like how having them gated behind, well, those gates. But, honestly, I think it's a pretty suiting mechanic. Well, not a suiting mechanic, but I think it works. And I do like how they vary it up between the levels.
Ow.
Trying to think of other differences, says Master Zone.
Devil's laughing.
See, they only have 2 legs!
I'm gonna look at that one this time before I kill him. Whoa.
What the heck?
Stop moving. Man, they really do only have 2 legs.
I mean, yes, they do.
Wow, he's the dumbest camel ever. Like, this is actually funny.
You might want to just put him out of his misery at this point.
Why, are you bored?
Yes. Thank you.
That was so funny though, he was so stupid. You need to stop shooting at me. It's not nice. You need to sit for a minute.
Practicing your daycare teacher voice?
Yeah. That was me like all day today. I don't know what got into that.
You know what was me all day? Type, 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 click, 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 type, 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 click, click, click. Although I did have to call an architect and ask some questions, so that was fun. Hey, these dugouts, do they need power? What sorts of power requirements do you need at these baseball fields? What are these electrical boxes out here? I only see boxes with the words elect box next to it. What is that? I don't know.
Oh, I can't swim in that. I'm like green.
Half camel, half ostrich. It's a camstrich. It's half a camel, says Joseph.
Whee! Look at all this money!
Careful with those.
Oh, they're explosive. Really? That didn't start on fire?
Whoa.
That was so cool!
Okay, I like that.
Me too. That's the coolest thing I've seen this whole game.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
children have been the most adorable.
It was neat, I guess.
I'm trying to think. It's awesome!
I'm trying to think of the coolest thing that I've seen in this game, but nothing's really blown my mind yet, so...
Who's down? Oh, that little girl.
I think just the overall setup of the game I'm really liking. Like, it's a pretty good advancement from the first one. Because the first one was, you just go into a level, and there aren't really upgradable abilities or anything like that.
I just need to open that thing, but I don't know how.
There's got to be one of those gates where you get a power-up from the bad guys, you know? Oh, that's explosive. Tries to set it on fire half a meter away, says Master Zone. I kind of did that in Breath of the Wild when... You could ask Adam about this. The first time
Get it, Sparks.
The first time I was supposed to use the bomb, I didn't know how big the bomb radius was, so I threw it at a wall, instantly detonated it, and blew myself up and killed myself.
How do I get up there?
There's other platforms. And yeah, that was a good start. That was a good start to my Breath of the Wild adventure. But anyway, to go back to this, I'm actually really liking the advancements that, aren't you gonna hit that button?
Yeah, after I collect stuff.
Okay.
I think I was already over there.
Yes. But I think this is a great advancement over, well, not a great, but pretty good advancement over Spyro 1. Because there are upgradable abilities, there are varied tasks and everything. And honestly, the objective system with the orbs is kind of intriguing. I do like that.
I forgot I wasn't watching where that opened up. Where do I need to go?
I wonder what the third Spyro game is like.
Do I have to go in here? Is that where it opened up?
I believe so. I've never played... Well, I think I played a little bit of the third game, but it was on my cousin's PlayStation 1 like 15 years ago. So, like, obviously I don't remember any of it.
Stop. Please.
I remember riding a skateboard in Spyro 3, but I think that's pretty much all I remember. That sounds like a booming start, says Master Zone. Yeah, and the fact that it was BOOM! And I die. By way of bomb.
Wait, how'd you end up over here now, little girl?
That is odd.
Ow. You better not kill me.
You got a no spark syndrome right now.
Hey, I haven't died once yet, though.
Yeah, I have. He's like, aww.
Haha. Got you first. Oh yeah, I don't have sparks.
Yes, you've got the no spark syndrome.
I literally like to run right into these things now. Get it. It's like, come on, Spyro. I know you don't have sparks, but really.
Sparks! What you doing, bud? Are you on vacation somewhere?
Hey, Spyro. We need those flags to prove our secret mission was successful. But the flag keeper keeps stealing them. If you can knock the flag keeper down, you could bring the flags back. My secret decoder ring says that this power-up thing should help you.
He definitely has better English.
He definitely does have better diction.
Diction?
Diction.
What's the...
How he's speaking.
Yeah, I'm trying grammar. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, pronunciation, whatever you...
Diction.
Shoot the flag keeper off the
Magic
flag
is how she got there, says Joseph.
Wait. Shoot the flag keeper off the flagpole and then return the handle with the flags. I should probably go and talk to your sister, though. Like, she appeared out of nowhere and kind of want to know what she had to say.
She's gonna give you the talisman.
The what?
Talisman.
Oh.
You know those important items we're supposed to collect? The Master Zone says, get Spyro into a clinic immediately! We need sparks.
Spyro, you make a great secret agent. Now Handel and I can complete our mission. By the way, you can have this talisman. I stole it when the soldiers weren't looking.
Look at her sticking out her little belly.
Okay. I'm gonna play some Smash, says Tyon. Great, have fun, buddy.
See ya!
I can't remember when I played, or when I last played Smash Bros.
Alright, where do I need to find this guy to shoot him?
Oh, nope, the burp algorithm is still there. Just let out a big burp. There you go. Nice. Remember, you can use the triangle button to look around. You can probably look up and down as well. Okay, so there were 3 places with flags. I think you need to go get those flags. Imagine doing a burp competition, says Master Zone. That would be fun.
Oh, the flags, I'm bored.
It's where you hit the buttons to open up those gates. Hey, you can get sparks back. Also, you need that flame power up to help you with this. I take it you're just gonna go look for where the flags are so you know where to get them, where to take the power up.
Yeah.
Okay. Master Zone says, I would definitely lose to you. Probably. Remember when I did my or when I burped my ABCs on stream?
I don't remember that. Triangles above.
Well, I saw the guy you're supposed to kill.
You did?
Yeah.
Where?
Up above the flagpole.
Maybe I'll let you take a turn on board.
Okay.
And he says, yeah, XD.
Yeah, that was not a pleasant experience, burping my ABCs. Remember how my breath smelled after that?
Yeah, that was horrible. I think that's the worst your breath has ever smelled.
It smelled like vomit.
Yeah, it was.
And I could tell you exactly why. It was because acid from my stomach got up in my throat.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, I don't like how these controls are like inverted from what they should be.
I guess you just gotta get at a different angle.
Oh wait, he probably dropped the flag. Oh wait, here we go.
So, you want that flag, eh, Dragon? Well, two can play at this bombing game. Let's go!
Avoid the flag keeper's bombs.
Ethan says, well, good thing I wasn't there. I don't want to smell that terrible breath.
It was bad.
Have you been watching this whole time, Ethan?
Oops. Bring it on.
What do you say, you won't beat me again? You beat him already?
No. So I just have to dodge these.
And try to get close enough
What the?
to him
Okay.
at the same time. What?
Great.
Huh?
Okay. So
He helped you?
I guess he just got frustrated that he couldn't hit me with bombs, so he just threw the flag at the kid.
No offense, but that was just kind of lame.
It was. Like
Like,
I would have
really
loved to just
lame.
kill that guy.
Get it. Open that box.
Sure thing.
Still after my flags, Dragon?
Yeah, you throw
Yeah.
it to the kid anyway. Oh, green jump. Get him.
Is this really the most that this
Oh,
is?
you missed the jump back there.
That's alright, I'll get it later.
Okay. Yes, I just haven't been commenting a lot, says Ethan. Oh, okay. So you're not completely bored? Also, what do you think of Spyro so far? I know you've played all 3 of the games already, but like, how do you think they're doing compared to how you did?
Not very good. I'd wager. Hey, got all the gems. Nice. You did a good job collecting the gems, hon.
Thanks. I really do try. It's just, I didn't want to have to do all this work. I feel bad I do get lazy to a certain point, except for whatever reason, that ice hockey game. I was like...
You were just bound and determined to get that one.
I think it, like, maybe it's just because I like ice skating, and I was just like, I'm gonna...
I don't understand why he's throwing the flags at the kid.
Yeah, like, I don't get that either.
I mean, obviously it's because that's what happened in the first or in the original, but come on, man. That's lame. Whatever.
Ethan said,
It's a
well,
nitpick.
when you play, you are a little slow, but Jeff is better at the flying levels than me.
Indeed.
It might be just that I'm slow because I like exploring so much. Like, not only do I like looking for everything, but I often just have fun exploring too.
That is part of the draw of this game. I mean, like, I like 100%ing everything too, so... I will note, Ethan, that you didn't 100% the game, so...
Did I read Master Zone's comment? He said, was the broken sleep rhythm a thing in 1.0 or is it a new feature?
Oh, no, dude, I sleep like a rock.
Oh, which I'm glad about because you have to wake up early and you work all
Whoa,
day.
this is actually...
Like, for me, I only work part-time and I have afternoon hours, but I often wake up in the middle of the night to go pee several times, and, like, I don't usually sleep as good, so I might get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night, but, like, honestly, I might get 6 solid hours of sleep.
Yep, I sleep like a rock. So, like, even if I go to bed at midnight, I'm still basically guaranteed 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, like, you just sleep through the whole night.
Yes, I do.
I don't think you ever wake up to go pee.
No, I mean, I don't need to pee until I wake up in the morning.
Only once in a while, like, I think you must have a dream or something, 'cause, like, I think even last night you just sat up in bed and, like, kind of looked to left and right, and then laid back down, and I was
Great
just
job,
like,
Agent Spyro.
okay.
How can we repay?
It's kind of funny when that happens. That's the one good thing about, like, not sleeping throughout the whole night. Like, I get to see you do funny things.
All orbs collected, nice. I mean, like, being awake till 4 a.m. and not being able to sleep before 2 a.m. says Master Zone. I was like that at one point.
Holy cow. The autumn plane is only 12% done.
Yeah, that's the hub world.
Ah. Ethan said, I'm going back and 100%ing the game now. Yeah, he said that he was the one playing the night that you checked and saw that somebody at the house was playing. Ethan said he was the one playing on Spyro. Oh, they're adorable.
What the?
What?
What?
That's a little bit scary, just
What the heck?
That was a little bit creepy.
What?
Also,
yeah, I was like that.
Says, I mean, like, being awake till 4 a.m. and not being able to sleep before 2 a.m.
Yeah, I used to be like that.
Oh, man.
Although not quite to that extent. I would usually, even when I was working and needed to get up at 7 or 7:30 in the morning, I would still go to bed at like midnight, but I would sit there and watch videos until like 1 or 1:30 in the morning.
Phew. Then it is not a new feature. That's good.
Yeah, it's likely something that'll get better with you.
What is that?
Fracture Hills? It's probably something that'll improve, you know, as you get older.
You're gonna do Fracture Hills.
May as well, we're right here.
I kind of want to do the Glacier Land.
Glacier Land?
It sounded cool.
Sure, I mean, we can do that.
Like, it's 10 minutes to 10, but I'm not bored yet. I guess I really do like Spyro. Master Zone says, wow, it's getting scary being such alike. But cool, too.
Whoa.
Oh, dancing and music!
He doesn't like it. Whoa, that's a little drastic.
I know, like... Seriously?
The jolly look on his face.
Well, hello there, Mr. Dragon. You're pretty cute for a quadruped. I wish I could take you on a tour of our temple, but a bunch of lousy earth shapers have encased it in stone.
I like her dress way better.
Yes, it's actually a complete dress.
I know, right? I'm sorry, but that's just not right. The other fawn.
Whoa, okay.
Oh dear. Were there bees in there? Well, you're safe anyway. This is a...
Kind of creepy, actually.
I was gonna say cool land, but okay.
It's cool, but those things are creepy.
They just have big eyeballs.
And big mouths. And that's basically all they are. Okay.
I thought that statue had giant boobs poking out at first.
Nope. It's just its bagpipes. Scottish much? Says Joseph. Such racist, says Master Zone. Did she just make fun of quadrupeds?
Huh?
Thank you for releasing me.
Me?
Not you.
Still some more satyrs trapped in stone.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Thank you for releasing me.
Ethan says, lol.
You know what a quadruped is, right?
No.
Something that walks on 4 legs.
Oh, okay.
Quadruped.
I'll
4
probably
foot.
forget that, but... Oh,
Well,
quad.
Quad
means
and
4.
yeah, and ped means feet.
Quadruplets.
Please no.
After this one, we try for a second one and then end up with 5.
Yeah. I would not enjoy that. Not all at once.
You'd probably be afraid to try for any more.
Yeah, probably. Take that, tree.
I could honestly
Who
say
needs
I may or may not want to. Or would want to. I feel like that would be really rough.
I do like the music.
That's please no, XD.
Please no. No, please. Okay.
I like
so
the music.
Something that I'm noticing with this game a lot is that I am typically using the joystick for this game. Excuse me. And honestly, with PS4 games, I don't like using the joystick very much. Because it's just not in a position that I feel comfortable using. I like the asymmetrical stick layout for like Xbox One and then Switch Pro controller. I don't like the symmetrical stick layout of the PS4.
Joseph Otto, dancing pigs.
But I'm noticing that I'm actually inclined to use it more in this game, right? Like, for me that's odd. Because with Crash Bandicoot even, I used the D-pad 100% of the time.
I think it's because it's honestly just the easiest way to maneuver in this game.
My friend is locked in this room and lost the key. Do you know how hard it is to find a locksmith?
Break down the door. Well, I don't think I can do that yet. I think I need the gate. Yeah, you're right. That's definitely why. It's because it's a fully 3D game. Well, that went well. It's because it's a fully realized 3D game.
Did you read Homo Deus: A Brief History of Tomorrow?
No. I did not. I'm sorry.
Is that a book?
Most likely. Okay, well, let's just
Sorry,
not
I'm
go.
so bad at interrupting you.
Yeah.
I swear I get it from my family.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just blaming it on them.
Okay, then. But it's... I prefer to use the analog sticks for this game, whereas with Crash Bandicoot, I used a D-pad 100% of the time. And I think that's just because of the layout. This is a fully realized 3D game, whereas Crash Bandicoot, it felt like almost 2D, but you were just walking down a hallway. You just happened to be walking in the direction inwards towards the screen, making it technically 3D. But it was one of those games that felt comfortable to me to control the D-pad, and I like where the D-pad is on the PS4 controller. However, for a game like this, where I want to use the D-pad, I hate where the joystick is. I straight up hate it. I've never liked the DualShock layout.
Tyon says, I can't win, and Joseph says, splish, spire, squish. Ethan says thanks, and Master Zone says, you might like it since you like realistic books with high detailed research.
Maybe I would.
What's it about?
History of Tomorrow.
Deuce.
It does sound interesting, I'll give it that. But Retro Dude would
Whoa, there's two of her?
Well, she said her friend was trapped in there. But
Looked exactly
Master Zone and Retro Records might remember this from earlier today. They were in the live stream, or they were in Retro Dude's live stream. I was asking Retro Dude if he had some...
I think I missed a green gem by that giant down there.
Do you think I want to go next to that giant right now? No, sir.
Yeah, I was just pointing it out, though.
Oh, I'm aware.
I liked it, but at the same time, some theories infuriated me.
Really? Like what?
Oh.
Well, you know what? Maybe I should... Maybe that'll give me an inclination to read the book, because then I'll know which ones infuriated you and which ones didn't. Because if it infuriated you, it probably would infuriate me too. But anyway, Master Zone and Retro Records might remember earlier today, in Retro Dude's live stream, I was asking if Retro Dude had some suggestions for an asymmetrical PS4 controller. And it didn't sound like Retro Dude knew what I was talking about, so he typed it into Google and found that controller that I was looking for. And he's like, well, that one will work. And I'm like, it's not like I got a glowing recommendation of that controller from Retro Dude, and it didn't really make me want to go buy one. But at the same time, like, that's the one I'm looking at, the Nikon asymmetrical PS4 controller. It's basically just a PS4 controller, but... Really think I'm gonna be able to protect you from that guy?
Will you escort me past those Earth Shaperers?
How? Exactly? This is the worst mission in the game. You will hate it, says Ethan. Okay, that lets me know I'm probably doing it right. What the heck?
Because they don't die by fire?
It's about how, and especially why, humans got to be the most popular species, or powerful species, and what the future with AI may look like for us. It really goes from the beginning of the human race till the future.
AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Oh.
Okay, so what exactly am I supposed to do here?
In that case, you might not be that interested in it since we believe in what the Bible says about how God created us.
Although the part about AI might be slightly interesting.
What is artificial intelligence again?
Robots and stuff.
Oh, okay.
What am I supposed to do here exactly?
Will you escort me past
But it
those
is also
Earthshapers?
about how humans got to be the most powerful. Well, that talks about how we became the most powerful species, so not
Oh,
exactly,
I see now.
It does, so it sounds like it might not talk about exactly how we were created, just how we became the most powerful species. So you might still be interested in that book. If it doesn't say anything like...
What are you doing?
He's gonna run right...
What are you doing?
He's running right into everyone!
What are you doing? I'm just gonna scream at the top of my lungs at this guy. Maybe he'll get the idea. Too bad the PS4 controller doesn't have a microphone in it. Where are you now? No, seriously, where'd you go?
Oh.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's like doing circles around them.
Where's he trying to go?
He's skipping along like in Lala Doo Land.
Lala Doo Land.
Like literally going into every one of those, doing circles.
Like seriously, what is he? Why?
It's ridiculous. Oh, now he's gonna run into where's he going now?
Right here, I guess.
Literally just like stay right by.
What the heck? Think of Cortana, says Joseph, and Master Zone says it doesn't focus on evolution itself.
That's about how, think of, I don't know what Cortana is.
Cortana is that assistant in Windows 10 where, like, I can talk into the microphone and say, like, look up such and such on Google or open this program, and it'll be like, great, I will do this for you.
Will you?
It's not really much right now. It's more just, that's just a voice recognition program. Basically typing in, like, commands into your computer. What is this guy, what is he doing? I don't understand. No. Oh. Why? Why are you like this?
Who, what, where, when, why?
You're gonna get me killed! Now seriously, where are you going?
Yeah.
I lost him again! No! Okay. Oh. I literally don't understand what the point of all that was. Could have just given me the thing.
Feel better. Would you look after this for me?
Yeah, sure, since you seem to be incompetent at literally everything you do. Sorry, that was a little harsh.
I mean, it's true, like he's such a scaredy cat.
The head bash? What's the head bash? Is that like a new unlockable ability?
I thought you were already doing that.
No, that's a head butt.
Ethan says lol again.
Oh, man. These guys
See, there's a green gem down there. Go get it.
Yeah.
Nice. Look, he's thinking. He was like, bye-bye.
I feel bad about killing him now.
I loved it.
Oh, man.
Go get that purple one down there.
Get it. Oh, this is bonkers.
Man, those things are ruthless. Does he wave too?
Yeah, he did. That honestly makes me feel bad about killing them.
I love it though. It's
like they're all
hilarious.
sad.
But they're big, giant meanies.
But they're alive too.
But they turned other people into stone. That's basically.
Maybe they had a tough
murderers.
childhood. They didn't murder them. They just turned them into statues, and we just turned them back.
Still. Also, Master Zone says, yeah, Cortana is mentioned, but more the super AI, artificial intelligence, and which doesn't need humans and be the next most powerful species.
See, honestly, I don't put a lot of stock in that because
I don't see how that's realistic. Like, eventually, those robots or whatever would need fixing or new parts. Like, they can't sustain themselves forever. And with artificial intelligence, if you're talking about robots, like,
It's great to be.
they don't. I feel like they would be programmed to think about themselves. Like, us as humans have the capacity to care about and help each other and thrive together, whereas, like, I just feel like eventually all the robots would start killing themselves.
Well, I've heard it put this way. A lot of people think of, you know, the internet as being the computer itself, and like computers
Feels
being
bad
the.
about killing stones, but grills pigs in a heartbeat. I got sidetracked playing Mother 1, and then by the time I was done, they said the stream would end soon. I'm sorry I didn't end up switching back and forth like I said I would.
That's okay. Honestly, like I said.
Press triangle, and that about the artificial intelligence is like the last third or quarter of the book.
Anyway, I've heard it put this way. A lot of people consider computers to be like the smartest things ever, but honestly, they're the dumbest. They can't really do anything by themselves.
Even if they think that they can, like, if they got to that point, again, they would just...
See,
they don't have the capacity to think about other programs. Like, they're gonna think about themselves.
I'm gonna revise that comment to they don't have the ability to think, period.
They might think that they do, though.
No. A computer is unable to think because it is literally run by a set number of rules. Like, there's a script that runs the programs, and they can't think, they only react, right? Like,
well, exactly. That's why there's no sympathy for, like, wanting to...
there's no emotion whatsoever in robots, in programs or anything. It's literally just a script. There's no thought to it.
So they might...
there's no humanity to it.
There might be programming in them that tells them the best option for their machine to keep running is to, like, take energy from another computer source. Well, then if they do that, like, they're gonna end up, like I was saying, like, killing themselves.
See, the thing is, robots like that act by themselves and do things like that don't exist. And likely never will. Like, it's not like it is in the movies where you have...
like iRobot.
Or like...
Have you ever seen that movie?
No. Or
you gotta
like...
see that movie. It makes you think that robots can have the capacity to
they
think.
can't. They absolutely can't. Same thing with like the Terminator.
You still need to see iRobot then.
No, I mean, if that's the case, I'll think it's stupid.
It's such a good movie though, and Will Smith is in it.
Oh gosh, Will Smith.
Yeah, you even liked him better as the genie in Aladdin.
What the heck, dude? Ugh. Regardless, no, robots do not have the ability to think, and they likely never will.
How do you know?
Because that's just how programs run. That's how they do it. It's a script. It's not a thought process. It's a lot different than that.
Well, maybe you should see iRobot then.
Like I said, I'll probably think it's stupid.
Or you might think it's still a good action film. With comedy.
If that's how it portrays robots, then I will think it's stupid.
I still think you should see it.
I honestly don't care about the movie, not about your thought. I just don't care about that movie. I don't have any reason to see it. I don't have any interest.
Well, thank you for specifying that.
You're welcome.
Also, Serenity says, "Hi, Jeff and Skylar."
Hey, Serenity.
Hi, Serenity. Funny thing is, we are made out of algorithms, and if you would upload a program with all of the algorithms a human possesses, you would have an artificial intelligence or artificial human consciousness.
See, I feel like that idea is very abstract and not exactly achievable. Like, I guess you could put it as an abstract theory, but there's no concrete anything to it.
Serenity also says, "How are you, Jeff and Skylar?"
We're good. How are you?
I mean, I had a stressful day today, but I drank a coffee and I feel pretty energetic, and I'm playing Spyro and that's fun, so I'm doing good now. I hope you're doing good too. And then Retro Record says, "I feel like you're underestimating the progress we have made as a species in such a short amount of time. It may be in the distant future, but I do feel like that could happen."
I don't think that I do. But, you know. I
mean,
could easily be wrong.
Whatever craziness happens to end the human race or whatever, like, I honestly just believe that Jesus is going to take us to heaven.
Well, to be honest, in the whole thing with robots, if it were robots to take over the human race and whatnot, it certainly wouldn't be in our lifetimes.
I mean, you never know.
I sincerely doubt it. 100% doubtful. Could I be wrong? Absolutely.
Because with artificial intelligence, it's not like aliens. Like, I don't believe in aliens. Like, I don't believe that's how the world is gonna end. Or that Jesus is gonna come and take us back before aliens do. Like, I don't believe in aliens. To me, that's a completely made up thing. But like with artificial intelligence, like that is something that human beings are working on, and like you don't know if they're gonna make that a reality or not.
I think
like
to the extent that you're
pretty stupid, and if they want to make robots, then they probably will.
To the extent that you're thinking of it, I feel like you're basing that kind of thought process of robots on, like you said, iRobot, which I feel is unrealistic. Or even Terminator. I think that's unrealistic. I
have seen Terminator, but it's been a long time since
I just don't think that robots will ever be smart enough to take over the world. I just don't.
The only reason why I think it could be a possibility is because of what man is trying to do. Like, man isn't stupid, but at the same time will do stupid things. And if they want to try to do something stupid like that, then they're going to.
I just don't think that that sort of thing is achievable.
I think it might or might not be. Nah, not robots. Super artificial intelligence will take over. I mean, isn't that the same thing as robots, though? Like, when I don't see what else artificial intelligence could be if not robots.
Well, robots could also be like, you know, factory line robots programmed to do exactly one thing, like screw the lug nuts onto a tire or onto a wheel for a car. Like that sort of robot.
That's considered artificial intelligence?
No, that would be considered a robot.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I actually made that jump. Didn't know if I could or not.
Well, that's a little bit confusing then. So, like, robots are robots, but what are artificial intelligence then? Like, it's not an alien, obviously.
As it is,
what is it?
As it is right now, artificial intelligence is just a bunch of lines of code that react to different things you'll say. Like, you'll say, "Hey Google, look up," like, you could consider the "Hey Google" thing artificial intelligence, because you could say in your phone, "Hey Google, how many feet are in a mile?" And then it'll say, "There are 5,280 feet in a mile." Or like you said in your example, "Hey Google, what time is it?" And it will say, "It is 10:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time." or something along those lines. It's reacting to what you're saying,
There's
but
a lot of comments.
oh, okay. Sorry.
Retro Record says aliens gotta exist, but I really doubt they would be the ones to end the human race. Master Zone says another funny thing is if a super artificial intelligence had ultimate intelligence, it would kill itself because all of the possibilities to survive and outrun the sun's explosion, none of them are achievable within that. Also, Master Zone says time and resources the Earth has. Joseph says that's like the Halo game that has artificial intelligence. You can interact with them in certain games. Retro Record says computers weren't thought to be possible millions of years ago. And I bet nobody even had, well, if you believe the Earth is millions of years old, which we don't, but okay. I bet nobody even had a thought about something like a computer, and yet it still happened. Master Zone says, read the book. I want to see what you think of it, and if you would accept some theories and learn from them.
Oh, hi, Dragon.
It'd be an interesting read.
You're probably expecting me to say, you're my hero. Thanks for saving poor
I think I'd be more interested in watching a movie on it because, like, for me, I only like to read fiction or the Bible.
To be honest, that may as well be fiction.
What, the Bible?
No, the theory book.
Oh, I was gonna say, like you don't believe that. I mean, maybe some other people do, but...
At any rate, I think what's really driving people's thoughts about robots and AI and stuff taking over the world is fiction.
Retro Record says,
like,
I don't really remember how long humans have been around, but my point still stands.
But, like, I think what's really driving people's perception of robots, AIs, and how they can take over the world and stuff is largely driven by fiction.
Yeah,
movies, books, what have you.
Well, some books might not be considered fiction.
Well, I mean, some books
like
are, and those are the ones I'm talking about.
Well, like the book that Master Zone is talking about, that one's not
It's
fiction.
a theory, but the ideas are probably driven off of... Like, the idea of robots and AIs taking over the world, I think all of those ideas are largely based on fiction and what people have depicted robots to be. It's not largely grounded in fact.
Well, then fiction is just taken from fiction, so, like, whatever you believe, I guess, comes down to faith.
That seemed like an abstract step, but what I'm saying is...
What do you mean, abstract?
Like, I just don't get where that came from. I'm trying to make a point. I'm saying I don't think that those expectations of robots and AIs taking over the world are realistic, and that people who think that's gonna happen, their thoughts are likely driven by the fiction of, you know, say Terminator or iRobot or things of that nature.
Oh.
And I don't think that that's grounded in fact at all.
Well, they could think that it's grounded by fact.
I don't see it. And, like, I have some background in coding, and honestly, like I said, some people consider computers to be the smartest things ever, while a programmer considers a computer to be the most stupid thing ever. Because you literally have to tell it to do whatever it does. Like, it doesn't do anything by itself. Like, you have to tell it how to do everything.
You know, I'm just randomly thinking that, are there really facts for anything?
Yes. Empirical measurable data.
Because, like, there are facts for the Bible and stuff, and yet people are so quick to believe so many other things, you know?
That's the,
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, they're so quick to believe in, like, we're talking about artificial intelligence or aliens or the world being billions of years old and all that. And it just makes me think, you know, like, are there really facts for all that? And like you said, maybe there are, but there's also facts for the legitimacy of the Bible and stuff. For people who are Christians and believe in Jesus as God, like we do and all that. And it's just like, why are people so quick to believe so many other things?
Really, those are more evidences than proofs, facts.
Well, aren't there just as many evidences for the Bible? Like, why don't more people believe that then? To me, it's gotta all be equaled out.
Not necessarily.
If anything, there's probably more evidence for the Bible being true.
Regardless, your question about there being like actual facts and stuff, there are like observable, recordable, experimental, like proved by experimental facts. Like water molecules are created of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom. That is a fact. We know that for a fact. It's observable, it's recordable, it's all of those things. For the difference between an evolutionary versus a biblical history of the Earth, these are not or things that you can look at in a lab, record, and say, this is 100% provable fact. What we have is the evidence, and the conclusions that we draw from that evidence drives our faiths, our beliefs, what we believe the evidence is telling us.
I feel like my point still stands.
Which is?
That if there's so much evidence for the Bible and all that, why are more people so quick to believe other things?
It's really, it comes down to a lot of factors, honestly.
Well, like I said, my point still stands. But anyway, we have more comments.
Go ahead. I cannot find a single last thing, by the way.
Tyon says, I give up. Master Zone says, forget about a movie. That would be 72 hours straight theories and facts. Retro Record says, by the way, how did we end up talking about robots? Master Zone says, yeah, I talked mainly about those theories now, but the author does also talk about how possible or realistic those theories are, and his theories are driven by facts. Tyon says, I'm not playing Smash ever again. Master Zone says, no, a computer is certainly not the most intelligent thing, and oh man, I would love to discuss that with you in person. That would be so interesting, XD. Ripto Record says, on the topics of aliens, the reason so many people believe that they exist is because if we exist, and the universe is so huge, then the chance of there being aliens is very high. People underestimate how big the universe really is.
That's true. There's no evidence right now for aliens being a thing, and myself, I don't believe in aliens. At the very least, according to how fiction would have it, right? Like, little green men in spaceships. I certainly don't believe in aliens to that extent. Again, I don't really believe in aliens at all, but I don't dismiss the idea of there being extraterrestrial life that solidly, I suppose. Like, a bacteria on a planet in a faraway solar system, that would technically be considered extraterrestrial life. And I think that's technically possible, but we have no proof of it, so I'm not exactly quick to, you know, be like, oh, I'm sure that there's...
What are you actually trying to do right now?
I have no idea.
We've just gotten in such a deep conversation right now.
I'm trying to get to this.
Oh, okay. Well, so, you do have a goal.
Yes, I do. And there's one more statue somewhere, and I don't know where it is. And I'm missing a bunch of gems and one orb.
Retro Records. I just find it really, really, really odd that there would be only one planet with life on it in the entire universe.
And that's a conclusion a lot of people draw. Like, you know, the universe is immeasurably enormous, right? But, you know, a lot of people think there can't just be life on this one planet. And I think that that's a fair point to assert.
Why is it so wrong to think that maybe there is only life on this one planet? Like, just
that's
because...
not wrong either.
Yeah, like, just because the universe is so huge, like, I don't know, what's wrong with... Maybe somebody would say there's nothing wrong with thinking that, but, like, that's just a thought, too. Like, we're throwing thoughts out there.
Right. These are... I think those are all fair stances to take.
And then Master Zone says, I told you that some theories infuriated me, right? Some are in the artificial intelligence section,
Man.
FYI.
Do I have to talk to that one goat again and like escort him again?
Retro Record says, not to mention the universe is supposedly getting bigger. Is it really? Is that like a theory too now?
I'd have
How
to
did
look.
that theory come about?
I'd have to look into it. I've heard of that, but I don't know the science or
Maybe I
evidence
have
behind
and I
it.
just forgot, but it seems, I feel like that seems new to me now. I don't know.
Like I said, I don't know the specifics of it, but I do know of that. Wait, I need to find that one goat again. I'm missing one orb, and I don't know where it is. But I have a feeling it's that goat guy again that I escorted through the minefield of giant ogre thingies. Or golems or rock monsters, whatever they are. Is this... no.
They look like rock
Come back and meet
monsters.
me here.
Oh.
Retro Record says it's mostly accepted that after the creation of the universe, it's been continuing to grow ever since. And Serenity says, stop talking, with a ton of exclamation points.
I think...
And the Master Zone says, isn't the Big Bang a factor in that theory?
I believe it is, but I don't know if, like, it's observable evidence that the universe is getting bigger, and that is a theory as to how it happened. Again,
There's a gem down there.
No, there's not. I got all the gems. That's a pig.
That's a pig.
I think I have to talk to, what's his face? Hunter.
Come back and meet me here when you've learned how to head
I don't know
bash,
the
and
science
we can
behind it,
kick
but
some
that's what I've
Earth-shaper
heard.
butt together.
Okay, I think I need to come back after I've learned a new ability. So, I'm done with this level. And, yeah. I think that wraps it up.
I still wanted to do the glacier.
Oh,
level.
do you want to? Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get us back there and you can do it.
Wait, what's gonna happen? He's still plugging his ears.
Oh, he likes it now.
He's yay! They like the music.
All right.
Look at them dancing. That's awesome.
Ethan says, I thought it was jumping and then pressing triangle. And Joe says, the cooling of the radiation from it is what he's going after for the Big Bang.
Cooling of the radiation from the Earth?
No, not the Earth, from just... well, the Big Bang is what he's talking about.
Oh.
What are all those symbols? Oh, got it. I did get the talisman, and I'm missing one orb. That's what that's representing. Okay, I'll get us back to the glacier thing, and then you can play that if you want. Like I said, I'm not exactly educated on that front.
I'm not really educated at all, but I feel like I actually made some good points.
Zephyr, you did that one, right? No, we just unlocked it. Is this the one? No, that's Badlands.
It was something glaciers or glaciers.
Breeze Harbor.
That one also sounded... oh,
Crystal Glacier. There it is.
The Breeze one also sounded cool, but I would rather do this one of the two.
Here you go. Serenity says, please stop talking. No, we're not gonna stop talking. That's kind of the whole point of the stream.
Yeah, like, I feel bad if you're getting annoyed by what we're talking about.
Master Zone says, how long will you stream? Well, she wants to do this last level, so... I don't have a concrete time for you, to be honest.
Oh, I forgot. You have work tomorrow, though, but...
That's okay.
Oh, this
I
will
feel
be
good.
the last one that I do, then. Retro Records, I think, says... And on the topic of why people don't think we are the only life in the universe, it's because if we are, the chance of that happening is so insanely low that we shouldn't really exist. So if we do, then others probably do too. And the Master Zone, okay, that's cool, but it's, 427 here.
Oh, sorry, Master Zone.
I really do feel bad for him. And I totally missed everything that just happened, oh well.
Yeah, the guy just got thrown up there and got turned into an ice block. That's pretty much it.
The ice wizards have imprisoned our leader, Shaman Tuck. Can you help us rescue him? It is urgent. He has our tickets to tonight's hockey game in Colossus
Ooh, a hockey game. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's urgent, my dude. But Retro Records, I think that that's a very fair point. And, like, it's most of the reason why I don't outright dismiss other life being out there, but certainly not to the extent that media and fiction would have us believe. Like I said, it's possible that there's like bacteria or simple organisms living elsewhere in the universe, but we don't have any evidence of that. And until we do get evidence of that, I guess I kind of just dismiss it as being a factless theory, a baseless idea. And up until that...
I'm glad you're more educated about this than I am, because I really didn't have any answers.
And up until that point, where we get those evidences, I kind of just don't think of it as being worth my attention, my energy to think about. It might be fun for people to think about aliens and wondering if they exist, but for me, it just doesn't serve a point or a purpose. I guess that's just my boring side talking, honestly. But, you know, it's just, that's the way I think of it.
What are these things? They're like
little snowball monsters.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I missed this one.
I think there was at one point, I don't, hang on. Jeff, how much do you like pea pizza?
Pea pizza?
Like pizza with peas on it? Or do you just mean straight up pizza?
I don't want to climb it yet. I want to get more gems.
Pea pizza, pickled pizza, pepperoni pizza. I like pizza.
I like pickled pizza.
In fact, if there was one food that I was to eat for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. Do you know why?
Why?
It is such a versatile food. Because
meaning you can make it so many different ways.
Exactly. You can make breakfast pizzas. You can make several different types of normal pizza, like pepperoni pizza, supreme pizza, veggie pizza, what have you. Dessert pizzas. It's a really versatile food.
Oh, I see.
Retro Record says, in the size of the universe, another species, if they do exist, probably would be only like a neighborhood away. But to us, even a small distance in space would seem so far away.
The skull bridge. It looks like the one in the movie Sinbad.
Serenity says, how dare you kill the cute snowballs, Jeff? I'm not killing them.
Ethan,
Your sister is.
Ethan, did you think that when you saw the skull bridge that it looks like the skull bridge that's in the movie Sinbad?
It's all about stuffed crust, says Jordan Willard. Hey, there you go. Somebody agrees with you. I like stuffed crust, but only when I have like sauce to dip the stuffed crust in.
I was just trying to see what was down here, and those things were trying to kill me. What is
That's
that?
why I think they do exist, says Retro
Why
Records.
is there a shell down there? I want it. What is it? And I want it. Whatever.
Like I said before, Retro Records, I think that yours is a fair...
There's another one.
I think that yours is a fair point, or a fair stance to take. I just happen to take a different stance. It's Retro Records also says, but also why I think we will never find or see any of them. What on earth, says Retro Records? What's happening?
I'm totally lost with what you guys are talking about now.
Still aliens.
Okay.
I think the difference between you and myself, Retro Records, is the way that we react to a lack.
I could concentrate on this conversation and play like you did.
To a lack of evidence. Like, your response to the lack of evidence or the absence of evidence isn't outright dismissing the fact that aliens could possibly exist. Rather, it's embracing it and like explaining why there's a lack of evidence. Mine is, it's like the difference between innocent until proven guilty and guilty until proven innocent, right? Like, in your case, I'd classify this as more innocent until proven guilty. We don't know if anything is out there, but we don't have any right to doubt it until we prove that there is none, which I posit is impossible to actually prove the non-existence of aliens because the universe is truly so vast, and you'd have to comb every cubic inch of every planet, of every moon, of everything in order to truly prove that aliens do not exist.
Oh, that's how I get down here. And there's spiders.
My mindset is more close to guilty until proven innocent, where we don't have any evidence of aliens, and until we see evidence of aliens, I don't have any reason to believe that they do exist. That's kind of my stance on it.
Can I swim in here?
No. There's a gate over there that you need to kill enough things for, and I think that'll let you fly.
Oh, okay.
Ethan says, that just looked like a pile of snow with ice, but that looks like bones. So no, I don't think it looks like the one in Sinbad. Retro Record says, why did my name change to Spider-Man and then Hilo Dusantes? Am I the only one seeing this?
Man, these things
Yeah, I think you are.
They keep reappearing. That's annoying.
Because I'm certainly not seeing it. Oh. Wow, welcome back to
4 of 8.
the Yoshi Fanatic streams where we talk about several deep topics.
Yeah, I guess so.
Although it's interesting, I'm actually really enjoying these conversations. I think you have to kill them in a certain amount of time or they just keep respawning. Like, it sees that you're trying to kill them, but you can't possibly kill all of them, so they just keep respawning.
4 of 18. Oh, I see.
Retro Record says, I especially think
I must
aliens...
not be able to do that yet, unless I talk to this person.
Retro Record says, I especially think aliens exist if we are talking about stuff like microscopic creatures. Aliens like us, probably not. But, yeah, my name keeps changing to different people's usernames. That is interesting. I am not seeing it on our end. Mastodon says, no, Retro, you're kind of not alone. I don't believe in theories without evidence, but I consider it being possible if it makes sense and how the theories back themselves. And Tyon says, I'm going to go. Bye. Well, thanks for joining the stream, Tyon. Hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yeah, I think I have to eventually kill these spiders, but I can't fly yet, so...
Master Zone says, everything started with my question if you read a certain book. Sorry. Well, honestly, I really like where this conversation has led us. And I think, in a sense, it gives you an interesting perspective as to, you know, the way I view things, I guess. Especially things like this, aliens and whatnot. And those theories about AI taking over the world and whatnot. I personally think it's a very interesting topic. One that I don't put a lot of ground into, or I don't have a lot of faith in AI taking over the world or anything like that. But I still think that the conversation is interesting.
Oh yeah, defeat 15 enemies to activate the power.
And it doesn't mean that these green little guys you need to activate by killing like the snow bunnies with the little spear things. Then read the book, says Master Zone.
Man,
I just might.
I forget how involved each one of these levels are.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to figure out how to get back up here.
There's an updraft over to your right.
Oh, wait.
Yes, right there. See it?
There
you go. Hey, there's money bags.
Oh, maybe he teaches me how to fly for money.
I could arrange for you to cross this bridge for...
No, he just unlocks an area.
Thank you, Spyro.
Bless you. Retro Record says, I think robots could take over the world if we lasted long enough to make them smart enough, but I don't think that we will ever get to that point. Master Zone says, a chapter every night and you're good.
I think I was already around all of here.
For myself, I just don't see AI getting smart enough to the point where, I just don't see AI as getting smart enough to the point where that's a possibility.
Oh, there's 14. I only need to get one more of them.
Retro Record says, basically anything could happen if you have enough time to make it happen, in my opinion. Master Zone says, not robots, AIs. And Serenity says, Skylar, can I ask you a question?
Sure, what's your question, Serenity? I'll try to pay attention as I play at the same time.
I think another popular one that I'm now thinking of. Master Zone says, but Jeff, what do you say to deep learning? I think that it's really good to immerse yourself in education and, you know, never stop learning. Although for myself, I have a base set of beliefs. As you guys know, I'm a Christian. So I have a base set of beliefs that are based on the Bible. And, like, I may try and educate myself in books and all this, but if it contradicts my core beliefs or goes against what the Bible says, then
What? Where's that cat?
then I likely won't believe it.
Kitty, do I need to kill you? What?
Like the thing with, like the whole thing with evolution, there, to most people, there seemed to be this overwhelming evidence of
I don't think I can kill him.
Of evolution being the main driving force of humanity and all that. But since that goes against what the Bible teaches, I don't believe it. And
all these water spots, like. Ooh.
And
I guess I cannot go
I've
down.
educated myself in creation science and you know, that sort of thing. But you know, if these things that I'm learning about don't contradict my core beliefs and go against the Bible and whatnot, as I take that as my base truths, I have no problem with immersing myself in deep learning.
I can help the kitty eat, I guess. Whatever.
Master Zone says, I meant deep learning like machine learning, but that's interesting too. Oh, machine learning.
I lost my pet snow leopard. I was busy fishing, and when I turned around, he was gone.
Bring back the snow leopard.
Oh, I had to talk to him first, and now I can catch this kitty.
You mean like AIs teaching themselves, like rewriting their own code? Honestly, that's an interesting proposition, and I don't know exactly how that works. So Serenity asks, how much do you like doggies? 1 or 100? Not like the range between? I believe that's the question for you, Han.
Oh, how much do you like doggies? One out of 100?
She says 1 or 100, but I take that as being like on a scale of 1 to 100. How much do you like dogs?
In comparison with cats, I guess I would say 50-50. Like, I like them both equally.
I don't think it's a comparison as much as like just straight up on a scale of 1 to 100. How much do you like dogs?
How do I get this cat back to the guy?
I have no clue.
Yeah. Move, kitty. I can't blow fire. I can't. It's just staring at me. Come on, kitty, kitty. He's following me.
Yeah, for example, because that'd allow AIs to be independent of given lines of code. Well, the way that I see it right now, at least my experiences with coding, everything has to be in the code. Like everything that an AI does, everything that a program does is based off of lines of code and logic statements, ifs, ands, ors, things like that. I don't know how the deep learning works.
I'm so glad he's safe. I'll be sure to pay more attention to him.
Yay, give me that shiny orb.
Master Zone says, or rather it allows them to be independent because that's already a thing. Yeah, and that are algorithms. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Whoa,
that was close.
That was close. Honestly, I'd have to look into it because I don't know how quote-unquote deep learning works, but since it's achieved by artificial intelligence, I'd have to believe that there's a base set of rules that it has to follow. Whether it rewrites its own code,
Oh, I have full health.
I don't know how that works. because, like, what are the conditions that it's basing its rewriting of the code on? There has to be some logic for it to rewrite its own code. And in that sense, it's still restricted to the rules that man gives it.
Look out below.
Master Zone says, and what are we made out of? Algorithms. That's in the book too. Read it. Well, for me, I think the difference between man and robots, especially in this case, is that it's weird. You think of your brain, right? And you think of the... Sorry.
Without rolling a 2-ton snowball onto my head. Here, take this crystal.
Spyro.
There's your talisman.
I don't want to return home yet. I still need money.
The logic could be, did I achieve my goal? No. Rewrite it until I reach it. Right, but what is it basing its rewriting on, like, other than achieving its goal? It's gotta have something that it's like, I need to rewrite my code. Well, what do I rewrite my code to? There has to be some sort of rule for that. I mean, like,
So,
I'm not, like, dismissing... Well, as much as it might sound like it, I'm not dismissing the fact that there could be such a thing as deep learning, and I just don't know how it works. But from my understanding, it just doesn't seem like that's something that could, you know, advance into, well, something as, I don't know, as dramatic as AI is taking over the world. Of course it's more complicated, but that's more or less the idea of it, says Master Zone. Now, is this an idea, or is it something that actually exists right now?
Am I supposed to do something with these guys, or is it already done?
I think you already did it. There are many other processes, says Master Zone. You still have to do that flying thing.
Is there something in there?
Yeah, the home portal.
Oh, that's what's in there. Okay, so I need to go back. I might let you do the flying thing though, because I'm not really good at flying.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Oh gosh. I fell all the way back here.
We used to give guided tours of these camps.
Okay. Master Zone says, it exists, but I don't know how you imagine it to be. That's why I refer to the book so you can make your own thoughts of it with detailed information about it. I can't provide a detailed explanation. That's fair enough. And, yeah, I'd have, like I said, I'd have to look into it, really educate myself on the topic to really form an opinion of it. Because I'm going off of my base understanding of how programming and artificial intelligence, quote unquote, yeah I did, quote unquote artificial intelligence works. There may very well be factors I'm unaware of. I'm certainly not dismissing that. But like going off of my base understanding of it, it's just something that I don't see as being likely, I guess. I'd certainly be open to studying this more, though. Like, honestly...
They do respawn.
Yeah, I guess that they respawn after a certain amount of time. This is definitely one of those things that intrigues me. Did I do it?
Nope.
Well, then where are they? Okay, here we go.
16, 17. 4 nuggets. Now you're down to 14.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm having you do this.
I do have some background in programming and such, and for that reason, this kind of topic does intrigue me, so.
Is that like because of school or?
School and my work at my previous company I was doing an internship with.
Really?
Yeah, I did programming there.
Interesting.
I hated it. because, like, oh, I didn't hate the programming very much. That wasn't the problem. It was just the management, honestly. I'm just gonna circle around to the gate again.
I was just curious because I didn't know if it was because of your ex or not.
No, no, absolutely not.
It actually makes it a lot harder since they respawn.
Well, it means you have to do it all in one shot.
There's just that one more.
Got it.
You have saved us all
Trophy
from a
earned in
grisly
phone
fate.
control.
Nice.
Didn't you say the stream was almost over like half an hour ago?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sky wanted to do this last level, so... And I'm fine with that. Honestly, more forward progress in this level really does help.
Did you read, I mean, what if we ourselves are artificial intelligence? It makes sense to me if we are every artificial intelligence or creator before us would have basically an infinite time to create us because of the infinite loop that would make.
So, that absolutely doesn't make sense to me because of my core beliefs
I don't have
contradict
to talk to
that
this person
absolutely.
again, right?
Right.
Okay. So I think I can just exit.
Yeah, you can. But like artificial means man-made. And
missing 5 gems.
Oh gosh, we better find them.
Yes, we better. Sorry, what were you saying?
I guess like Retro Records comment, I wouldn't say that makes sense to me because it absolutely contradicts my core beliefs, so. Yeah, I see how it contradicts because it goes back to evolution, says Master Zone. Not even that, like, evolution, at least the man-to-molecule.
I'm trying to think of what he means. Like,
If somebody created man, like, if we were made by someone more intelligent than us, like a mortal life form, then we would be considered a form of artificial intelligence. And if we're artificial intelligence, then computerized AI would also have the opportunity to get to that level of intelligence where it could be, like, self-aware and able to learn and everything like that.
oh.
That's what he's going for.
But we don't believe that we're artificial intelligence.
Right, and that idea doesn't necessarily even...
We just believe that
like,
we're humans.
That idea doesn't even really support the idea of man-to-molecule evolution because it has to assume that whatever made us...
Oh yeah, this thingy.
Or whatever we came from is very intelligent and possibly even more intelligent than us, because if we're not able to replicate something as complicated as us, then, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is basically what I'm trying to say is whatever would have created us theoretically would have had to be much more intelligent than us, and that flies in the face of molecule to man evolutionary process.
I don't get how I could have randomly lost or forgot that one gem there. Like,
Didn't you have the no spark syndrome for a bit?
I don't think here in the beginning there.
Retro Record says, if you didn't have those core beliefs, would you believe theories like that? I would certainly entertain them more, for sure. If I didn't have those core, if I didn't have those core beliefs, then I would absolutely entertain them, entertain those more. But I also would like to believe that even if I didn't have my core beliefs, I still have the mindset of, you know, going off of empirical and, you know, empirical data and measurements rather than just ideas and theories not based on fact, I suppose.
And I guess that just makes me think, like, again, whatever you choose to believe, it still comes down to faith, even with any evidence or proofs you can find.
Oh, absolutely. even evolution is based largely on faith. In fact, whether people like to see it that way or not, it's absolutely true. The difference is observable evidence versus, or I forget how they said it in the creation versus evolutionary debate, but both worldviews, both beliefs come down to faith, because the evidence that both of them use is not observable, testable evidence. It's taking... Yeah.
Retro records.
So, going back to Master Zone's comment, you have to think that retro record, not necessarily. Hang on just a sec.
With our time.
We're just really getting into some deep thoughts here, don't they? Not necessarily. It's part of the experimental cycle. All right.
Still says no signal.
Yeah, it'll be coming back up. Hang on. Oh no, not that.
Poor Master Zone. I'm surprised. I already logged out of the chat now, but
I'm still in it.
I was gonna say, like, I hope that all this talking inspires some of our watchers to start reading the Bible. Would you actually mind typing that in for me?
Hey, maybe we're back. Hey, are we back?
Oh, you're back. I wonder if they all heard me say that anyway.
Probably. It works! Hallelujah! All I had to do is restart my computer twice.
Oh gosh, twice?
Yeah, okay. Retro Record says wait. Gotta refresh.
Also, just in case anybody didn't hear me, I was just mentioning that hopefully all of this conversation will inspire some of you guys to start reading the Bible.
Well, that was her last sentence. Anyway.
Only the last couple words of your sentence, Sky, not the whole.
Anyway,
well, I'm glad I repeated myself.
To get back to what I was trying to say, like I did have a whole arc I wanted to go through. So, starting back from the beginning, I'll start with Retro Records comment, don't facts come from theories? And technically, no. Facts come from measurable, experimental, observable evidence. How long is this Bible, by the way? It's
it's
comprised of
books.
Well, that doesn't really help.
Oh, I mean,
because
if
one book.
Know a page number. Every Bible has different page numbers because there are.
If you read
and devotional Bibles.
If you read one chapter every day, I believe it'll take you about 3 years to get through. But some chapters are like 40 verses or 50 verses. Some can be longer, but I'd say the median is close to 30 or maybe 20 verses. Anyway,
that's hard to say. Like, I've read through the Bible quite a few times throughout my life.
3 years. Well, again,
they have Bibles that you can read through in 1 year. Like, it's a 1 year plan.
I mean, like a chapter.
I never that because I think you'd have to read several chapters a day. I've just, like, for myself, I usually read 1 chapter a day.
Well, keep in mind that is 1 chapter.
Retro says sorry, but I'll pass.
That is 1 chapter, and a chapter is usually 30 or 40 verses is the median I've found. Some are longer, some are shorter, but you can think of 1 verse as being like 1 or 2 sentences. It's really not that long of a book. Like, if you wanted to sit down and read it for an hour or 2 every day, it would take you less than a year to read.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
They all say sorry, I'll pass. Well, that's okay. That is up to you guys.
Anyway, to go back to what I was originally saying, I would like to finish my thought tonight, please.
You'll be able to finish it tonight.
So, facts, observable, experimental, repeatable, dependable. Facts. 100% true. We can observe this, repeat it, test it, all of that, and it still remains true. A theory doesn't become a fact until it is 100% reliable to the point where you can repeat it, observe it, experiment it. Water being the example I went back to, water being comprised of molecules that are 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. That is a fact because we've observed it, seen it, repeated it, tested it, experimented with it, all of the above. It is 100% a fact. That's the difference between a fact and a theory. A theory, or in this instance, I would classify that more as a hypothesis in the experimental process, is a thought, like an idea. It's more of a question, really. Can this be a possibility that, to go back to Retro Records example, and wouldn't that have to start with a theory? You have to prove a theory to make it a fact. Right. In that case, or in that phrasing, yes. Theory has to arise from a theory being, or a fact has to be arisen from a theory arising and being proven true. A Java update's available. Okay, that scared me for a second. I'm like, did we disconnect again?
What's a job update?
It's just like a basic coding thing on my computer that needs to be updated. But that goes into what I was going to say of evolution versus creationism. And both are not technically considered factual. There are evidences. Java is what Minecraft was made from, says Retro Records. I am a pro programmer now. Neither evolution nor creationism, nor really any other model that explains where humans came from, is 100% factual in that you cannot repeat this, you cannot test this, you can't 100% prove it because it wasn't done observably. This is the difference between observable fact and historical, or whatever the phrasing was. These are the evidences, right? So to go back to my example of fossil, right?
Excuse me.
Like a fossil, you look at it objectively. What is it? What are you holding? What is this? And it's like, well, it's a rock. That's the basic truth of it. It is a rock. You can take it. You can measure the whatever it's made out of. You can find out what it's made out of. In fact, it is a rock. What is it a rock of? Well, there are things that you can do to test and see what you think it was made out of. Say a dinosaur skull, for example. You can match it up with skulls of other creatures, and based on that, you can conclude that it is this skull of this animal. Technically, I think I could say that that is a fact. That is what it is. Now, evolution versus creationism here. Going from this fossil, how did this become a fossil? How old is it? How long has it been there? What were the circumstances that brought it to this point? That is not the fact. That is not observable science. We cannot go back in time and see this is exactly what happened. I have video proof of this. That would consider it, well, technically you could CGI it, but like, you don't have verifiable evidence as to what happened, or you don't have verifiable facts. This all comes down to your worldview, or looking at the evidence and making conclusions from what you see. What you see is the factual, the observable. What you conclude from it is not concrete, it's not factual. It's based on your beliefs. How you believe the world works, how you believe the world came to be. This is where those conclusions come from. A creationist will look at this and say, this fossil is of this creature, and it was buried in a flash flood. We would go a step further and say, most likely it was Noah's flood mentioned in Genesis. Noah's worldwide flood that covered the entire globe in water. Every mountain peak completely under the water. And that creature was not on Noah's Ark. It was covered in sediment, quickly flash flooded, flash buried under millions of layers of sediment, and it died there, and its fossils were preserved. And that's how a creationist would explain, this is how this fossil got here. An evolutionist would say something more along the lines of, well, this creature likely died from, say, a heat stroke. Possible. They would consider it very hot during that time when this animal existed, theoretically. And it died at heat stroke. It fell on the ground. It was picked apart, and eventually it was just the bare bones. Now say there was a local flood or something like that, and no, not even that. Like, over time, the skeleton just remained and was covered by, like, dirt and other sediment types, and eventually came to be found by us here, man, looking at this fossil and concluding these things. Those stories, Noah's flood and how that creature died there and got buried, those are both not observable, provable facts. Those are stories, right? Maybe not in our minds made up. Maybe they are, believable and ideas as to how it became there, an explanation of how that fossil came there. But that is not a fact. That is our explanation as to how that happened. Explaining the facts, explaining what we see, why this happened, how this happened. Retro Record says, I believe in a God just because of how everything, our bodies and other animal bodies, have a purpose for basically every part. It just doesn't feel like that could just happen. This is the deepest stream I've ever been in, says Retro Records. Master Zone says, I'm kind of an atheist, but I believe that there is something higher that we could imagine that created everything. Don't know if it's spiritual or a process of a living being. Retro Record says, same. Holy cow, Jeff, you should totally play Super Noah's Ark for 3D for the SNES and PC. That's a Hila Gusantes comment if I ever heard one. But what I was going back to, I was trying to remember exactly where that thought train was carrying me. Both evolution and creationism are theories, right? They are both based on evidences that we see, things that we see in the world. We take that and we apply our world beliefs to it. In that way, you might not like to think of this, but evolution takes just as much faith, if not more so in some cases, than creationism does. In fact, I've seen a book that it was entitled, I didn't read it, but I thought the title was interesting. The title was, I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Evolutionist. And that kind of puts it into perspective for me. Like, both of these systems are faith-based. Sure, there's facts, evidence that back both of them up, but ultimately both of them come down to a matter of faith.
Do you happen to know where that verse is where it says the word of God is sharper than any two-edged
Hebrews
sword?
4:12.
Hebrews 4:12.
I'm surprised I know that.
I'm not. You have a better memory than I do.
You know, the reason I remember that is because it's on my letter opener. My letter opener is a broadsword that has the verse, for the word of God is living and sharper than any two-edged sword, Hebrews 4:12.
And it also, I think, goes into like how it is able to save your soul.
Something like that. Retro Record says, how do you guys just memorize this stuff? It's those, well, for Skylar, it's a matter of repetition. For me, I just have a good memory. Ultimately, it's a choice between, like, which of the two you choose to believe, or any mix of either, really, because there are lots of different models that don't fall just between creationism or evolution. Gap theory being one of those.
This is just a last thought that I wanted to leave with everyone. It's Hebrews 4:12.
Okay.
For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. I just like how it talks about your soul and spirit, because like if you believe in a God or that you have a soul and you're gonna go somewhere when you die, I just feel like,
excuse me,
I want people to know, like, that's why you need the word of God, because it points you to God and the truth, and that there is only one true God, and that is Jesus Christ. And why not believe that truth so that when you die, you don't end up going to hell?
Right.
I just wanted to leave that thought.
So that's the truth that we believe in. It's a choice. It's a faith. It's a faith-based choice. And it's a choice that you ultimately have to make. Anyway, Master Zone says, I see what you mean. Still, evolutionism tries to explain things based off of facts and empirical data, whereas creationism doesn't explain things, no? Not true, actually. You see, like, a lot of the evangelical Christians don't try to explain these things. They say just read the Word of God and believe it, and that's that. One of the mantras I've heard, I believe my grandpa actually went by this. It says, the Bible says it, I believe it, that's all there is to it. And while I do admire that kind of strong faith, myself, that doesn't exactly sit well with me, I suppose. Like, for my kind of mindset, I kind of need some evidence. And I always kept these core beliefs, and even though I didn't understand why they were true or how, I kind of just always kept them because I knew there had to be some kind of explanation. Enter 15-year-old Jeff going to Kentucky, the Creation Museum, where there is data and evidence for creationism and against evolution. Retro Record says, that's a really dumb kind of outlook in my opinion. What if a heckin' clown made the Bible? Would you just believe it like that? Lol. See, yeah, like, I don't really like that kind of mentality. At least it doesn't sit well with me. It works well for some people, but not necessarily for me. I did need evidences for some of these things. I still believed it, but I didn't get why. But, like, the idea that creationism doesn't have any sort of base in science is just false. And it's kind of the narrative driven by anti-creationists and anti-Christians that say Christians are not the scientific kind. They reject modern science and any sort of explanation of evolution that would make sense. They reject it because of their dogmatic beliefs. That's just wrong. It's not true. Jordan says, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, Jordan. And thanks for tuning into these deep discussions.
I think there's actually proof that the Bible, like actual scripture from the Bible, because that's what the Bible is made up of, is scriptures and like scrolls and written things from eyewitnesses. Like, I think there's proof that like not just anybody, a clown or anybody, just wrote it.
Right.
Like actual,
like the deep sea scrolls, whatever they were called. Like, there are ancient scrolls that were. Hello, female nerd, says Joe. Anyway, there are ancient texts that were gathered up and found to be, you know, different time periods that still match up. You know, it wasn't just one person who wrote the Bible. It was 40 authors over the course of about 2,000 years. Joe says she didn't say hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
This is Henry's friend, by the way, and my friend by extension. Hi, Joe.
I've never been called a nerd before. Like, I'm not a smart person, so.
But yeah, to leave you guys with that last thought. Well, Retro Record says, there are some things I would like to say against the Bible, but the more I think about it, the more I realize it's completely up to somebody's personal beliefs. Anybody could contradict anything with what their beliefs say. Right. I've actually had a few, you know, discussions with, it is a choice, says Master Zone. Right. Well, that gets back to what I was saying. Creation versus evolution. There is evidence for both, technically. It comes down to the concrete, factual, objective things that you have and the kind of scenario, the kind of lead up, the kind of everything surrounding that piece of concrete data. What do you make of this data? That kind of just is what both evolution and creation are based off of.
And just like there are actual people and scholars who write your textbooks, like in math books and science books for school and college, like that's what the Bible is made up of. Like they're not just stories that anybody wrote. Like it's actual history recorded by scholars and people of that sort.
Joe says, little known fact, Jesus was a black trans Muslim woman. Technically, he was a Middle Eastern man who lived to about the age of 33. And there is actual verifiable proof that Jesus of the Bible was a person that existed.
Indeed.
Not everybody believes that he's the son of God, and like that's, you know, but the fact is there was somebody by that name in the historical records that did exist. That is a fact. Retro Record says, I want to say that there are some things in the Bible I believe, but in reality there really isn't, and that's because of how I grew up in my beliefs. Same thing for the opposite side, or for any religion or person. Well, there are very few things in the Bible I think are true, but very few. Joe says, nobody was named Jesus 2,000 years ago. Well, whether or not you believe that that was his name, that person did exist. It's verifiable and proven true.
And you just have to choose to take the time to look into those facts.
Or just draw your own conclusions, really. But it really, your beliefs have to be based on faith somewhat. You could be a nihilist, you could be something like that looks at everything and says, oh, this is nothing. That's still a faith-based decision, right? Like you have to go by the belief of things unseen. Like you just have to take that step of faith and say there's nothing aside from this. That would be nihilism, and that is actually a belief, and that is based on faith to some extent. I will accept Yeshua, says Joe. Well, in the English lexicon, I suppose it would be, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into all that minutia, but...
I know, I was just thinking that. I'm like, well, that's technically, like, I guess another name for Jesus, but...
And Master Zone says, and that's how you destroy a stream with deep topics.
Or you can just let it make you think about things.
Or would you prefer Hebrew's text, because I can't read Hebrew.
Heaven could probably read that if she were here.
Heaven is Skylar's sister, by the way. My belief overall is that a god does exist and then created a universe that had creatures that evolved into us, says Retro Records. That's actually a pretty common belief, even among Christians, believe it or not. I forget which one that lines up with. I don't believe it's gap theory. Technically, it could be. Regardless, that is a belief that a lot of Christians actually hold. Master Zone says, I meant Joe's comments. Oh, that's how you destroy a stream with deep topics.
Oh, I'm actually getting hungry again.
If there's one thing I do want to leave you guys with, though, sorry, Joe says, I'm not going to ruin your stream with what I actually think, just going to keep saying silly things for fun. Heart. Fair enough. Retro Record says, if it's not that, then it's my second option, would be simulation. But if there's one thing I do want to leave you guys with, it's this. For so long, schools have taught evolution as fact. They're not supposed to. It's supposed to be taught as a theory that most people widely accept. It's not supposed to be taught as fact. And I feel that over the course of decades, even centuries, this being taught in school as fact and ridiculing the other side of the argument, I think that that is a very bad thing that has been done by modern society. Taking the Christian beliefs and throwing it to the side because they believe that these people have rejected modern science in favor of their dogmatic beliefs. That is the definition of a stick figure argument, where you try and make the other person look bad so you make yourself look good. Unfortunately, it's worked for the most part, as evidenced by Master Zone's thought that creationism is not based on scientific fact or anything, which I think I'm not blaming you for that. Modern society has conditioned us all to think that, but it's simply not true. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is, instead of instantly rejecting things, any idea even, I might be a bad example of this with my whole AI thing, but I did have reasons. I want to encourage you to be more open about these thoughts. Instead of hearing the word creationism, automatically turning your brain to, those people are unscientific, dogmatic bigots, and they can never believe anything scientific because they just reject it. I want to encourage you to try and act against that stigma and that kind of reaction in your brain. There are some of us creationists who take very seriously the science behind evolution and creationism and try to come to a conclusion based on the facts. And we still arrive at our core beliefs through science. And things such as Noah's flood, or the idea as to how Noah could fit so many animals on the ark. These things do have scientific explanations. Maybe not necessarily factual, but then again, neither is evolution. It's all based on faith and explaining things using your faith and science as we understand it. So, really, if there's an idea out there for anything, it's based on some reason. It can't just be thrown to the side and, negated, ignored, because it sounds ridiculous. There's a reason that idea exists. It's got to have some sort of grounds and some sort of facts, some sort of ideas. So instead of, looking at somebody, knowing they're a Christian and thinking that because of that, they are going to reject everything you ever tell them because it goes against the Bible, take that stigma and kind of ignore it. And really, as far as evolution, creationism, these things that are taught to you, the things that aren't taught to you even, don't take them as fact just because I told you so, or anything like that. Really think about it. Really research it if it's something you're actually interested in. Try to get an understanding of it yourself instead of just taking somebody else's word for it. Come to your own conclusions. Make your faith that you have, whether that be based on evolution or creationism. I would encourage you to look into creationism, look into Christianity, but I'm not going to shove my beliefs down your throat. I want you to take the evidences you know, the facts that you know, the beliefs that you have, the faith that you have, and whatever it is you believe, take the time, the effort to make it your own, not just based on what somebody else says to you. I didn't. I was taught the basis of creationism. I was taught everything about Christianity, but I had to take that faith and make it my own based on what I saw, based on the evidences that I saw, and ultimately coming to the conclusions that I drew and the faith that I have on my own. And everybody needs to do that. And instead of just rejecting what anybody might tell you, really take really take the evidences and everything into consideration and make your faith your own. I suppose. That was kind of a long-winded thing. Now I'll go back to reading comments. Retro Record says, "Actually, Jeff, I really do want to thank you for this talk. You changed my opinion on Christians and religion in general. I don't want to get too deep, but I used to have a bad outlook on Christians and other religions, but this has really changed how I think about those things." That's basically, that's what I thought before. Well, I'm glad, Retro Records. And, I don't know. I do feel like Christians get a bad rap. Especially when they're... Like, I've actually had this discussion with Sky before. I'll actually get back into it after I finish the comments. I'm sorry. Lazy Pharaoh says, theory and science.
I ran off to eat food.
And Master Zone says, yeah, I see what you mean, and I don't reject that there are facts in Christianism, but everything that's based on faith is a choice. You're absolutely right. Creationism, for example, is based a lot on faith, based on what the Bible says and going off of science to really, affirm that belief. Evolution is much the same way. I think that Darwin, when he first came up with the idea of evolution, well, he was observing what he saw out in the Galapagos Islands, and I think he had a stigma against Christianity, so he wanted to come up with an explanation for, how the world came to be without God being in it. And, in that way, evolution is just as faith-based as Christianity is. Anything is, really. Lazy Pharaoh says, nah, you didn't see it. Jeff, theory in science does not mean the same thing as theory in common use. A scientific theory is something that is 99.999% known to be true. We just technically can't prove it. Yeah, I guess the word theory that I use is more closely translated hypothesis. Master Zone says, but everything that's based on faith is a choice. Retro Record says, I think my outlook on Christians was based off of the old cranky people. Most people have the opinion that all Christians are... Like, I was actually having this conversation with Sky a little while ago. I said, you take the word... You go up to someone, you ask them, what is the first thing you think about when you hear the word Christian? And I guarantee that none of the words that you would think of, at least the ones that first pop into your head, are logical, loving, caring, or science. Those are 4 words that you would not think of off the top of your head. Lazy Pharaoh says, hey, I love you and respect your beliefs. I'm going to play games. Good night, BB. Well, thanks for tuning in, Joe. Hopefully, we'll chat with you again real soon. But those are definitely 4 words that people don't think of when they first hear the words Christian or Christianity. They think more bigotry, homophobic, unscientific, dogmatic. Those things, hateful. Those are the things that people most commonly associate with Christianity these days. And I think a big part of that is like the Westboro Baptist Church, for example, where they let their core beliefs really drive them absolutely insane and really do act hateful. Like protesting at a homosexual's funeral. Negative thoughts about Christianity is just dumb, says Master Zone. Agreed, but it certainly does have its basis. Like I said, Westboro Baptist Church being one of those. Like they literally went to a funeral for a homosexual man that had died, and they protested it because the man was homosexual. That is just wrong. And I think that there have been since groups that actually protest against the Westboro Baptist Church, and rightly so. But the point is, most people associate Christianity with people like that. And I think that that's not a good way to look at Christianity or Christians in general. Because that is the small vocal minority, that they just make the most noise. A lot of Christians are just like me. A lot of Christians are just like Sky. Most of us Christians are not that kind of person. And a lot of us are scientific minded and do have science to back up our beliefs. Not necessarily prove them per se, but the same goes for evolution or any other belief system. But we do have reasons behind what we believe. It's not just based off of what a book says just because it says it, right? Retro Record says, really shows how untrue my outlook was, since I never even knew you and Sky were Christians. We absolutely are. And very strong ones. The closest to an evangelical Christian that you can possibly imagine. We do believe everything that the Bible says, but we have reasons for it too, right? We don't just take it at its word just because it says it. Well, for the most part, we do have, science and things to back up the Genesis account. And yeah, just in general, there are reasons for what we believe. And yeah.
My nails are finally clipped.
Yay! But I think if anything, I just want that to be an example to you that, Christians are not hateful, bigoted, and unpersonable people who reject science and any other ideas ever because screw you, we're right, and like holier than thou and everything. No, a lot more Christians are like me, like Sky. And I hope that
I think
these
the
conversations
are like you and me, because we're not just out to say this is the way it is and this is how this is the truth. We just really love and care about people, and we don't want to be judgmental or be like what anyone else could believe is stupid or whatever. We just love and care about people, and that's what we want to come across.
Retro Record says, I think the big problem with everyone is that most people are unable to give other people's beliefs a chance. I agree with that. Master Zone says, to be fair, science will never be a word that you will hear because it's not typical for faith, despite science explaining some facts and religions. Yeah, science by itself is neutral. Science is the study of facts, the study of the things around us. The worldviews that come from it, those aren't from science, they're from your worldviews, your beliefs. Science is simply just the study of things around us, and science has brought about some really wonderful things. Engineering is highly based in science, chemistry and biology too. Master Zone says, I don't judge you on what your belief is. Shows in that I'm with you since 12th grade, and even knew then you were a Christian. Well, I appreciate that.
I can definitely tell that in Master Zone too. He's not judgmental.
Yeah, and that's great. And I want you guys to know 100% I don't judge you for your decisions or your beliefs. That's all you guys. I'm not one of the kinds of Christians that is going to shove my beliefs down your throat, and if you don't accept it, then I just won't associate with you anymore. That's not the kind of person I am. I do want to live my life and, be a living testimony for my beliefs and try to convince people of what I believe is the truth, but I'm never going to push it on someone. And like you guys,
do it because you love and care about people.
Right. And like you guys, I have my own beliefs, and I don't know. Everybody can have their own beliefs, and that's perfectly fine, and that's honestly good. I want people to have their own beliefs. I want them to come to their own conclusions. I don't ever want it to be forced. And in that, I don't judge people for what they believe. Everybody has a reason for what they believe. Judging people on their beliefs is stupid, says Master Zone. Agreed.
I agree too. Honestly, I wish that judgment didn't exist. And I know you guys don't all believe in what the Bible says, but just for me personally, it makes me think of, in the Bible, it says, don't judge others lest you be judged, because God is the only ultimate judge. Like,
Retro
it's not
Record
our
says, "Man, I
place.
feel guilty now, even though even though I've never said anything against a Christian."
Oh, it's okay. It's understandable.
Anyway, what were you saying? We aren't supposed to be the judge of others. We're supposed to leave that to God. That's the kind of mindset a Christian should have.
Yeah, like, it's not our place to judge one another. It really is just up to God.
Any judgmental Christians you guys might know, by the way, you can give them that verse. Tell them that Jeff from the Yoshi Fanatic and Sky also sent that to you. Judge not lest you be judged.
And it doesn't mean that
That's biblical.
It doesn't mean that those aren't true Christians either. It just might mean that they're not.
Oh yeah, we all make mistakes. We're human after all.
And it might mean that they're not as mature in their faith as
Retro
like
Record
others.
says stream will end soon. Remember when this was a Spyro stream? Lol, I do. You know, I really do think that this stream should probably be over like now, like 2 hours ago, honestly, but I've really enjoyed going into depth with this kind of thing. And having you guys stick around this long, hearing me out, a lot of people wouldn't.
It's
So
honestly pretty amazing to me.
I think it's very mature of you guys, and honestly, I admire that about you guys. So thank you guys very much for listening to me going on and on and on about all this. And, you know, hopefully this kind of, you know, makes you think a little more. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to make you think, and you can draw your own conclusions. You could even draw the conclusion, Jeff is a crazy loony bin after all that. I don't like that conclusion very much, but it's a conclusion you came to based on what I told you. And I want you guys to be thinking about, just to think, right? Like, thinking is good. So, yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Alright, well, so the next stream that we do, hopefully, it'll be next Friday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Spyro 2 Part 3.
I was just gonna ask if it would be Spyro again, and I'm so glad it is.
Yes. Master Zone says, and I think you guys knew before that I'm more of an atheist that believes in evolutionism, or at least sees it as realistic. Agreed. And that's honestly the standard. Like most people do. That's what's taught in school, and for the most part, it's taught as fact.
I can honestly say I didn't make any assumptions, but I think I'm just like that with most people. Like, I don't assume what they believe until they actually say, hey, I'm more of this or that, or I lean more towards this or that.
But yeah, I've kind of always known that, since you're very scientifically minded.
Also, Ethan said bye, so I just want to say bye to him quick. Bye, Ethan!
But you know, I've always respected you as a viewer and a person, and I appreciate you always tuning into our streams. So, you're awesome, regardless of whether or not I agree with your beliefs.
He said, oh yeah, and thank you for being awesome. That was Master Zone.
Master Zone says, the stream got such deep I wouldn't experience it somewhere else. Oh, well, that could be a good thing, I guess. Retro Record says, one more thing I actually want to say. The second thing I have a problem with is that people will force their beliefs onto their children.
I certainly never want to do that, and I feel like growing up personally, I don't think it was ever forced on me. I think as children, all of us are just more open and willing to believe anything as kids. So obviously, I do agree that whatever you grow up being taught, that's what you're going to naturally believe, because as children, you're just more open to believing anything. So it is good to like branch out on your own and like choose to believe what you want to believe.
Retro Record says, kids should be able to make their own choices based on how they think. Agreed. A faith is something that should never be imposed or forced upon. But for us, there is a verse in the Bible, probably more than one, that says parents teach your children these truths, but it doesn't say to force it on them. So for us, we're called to teach our children these truths, what we believe, and it's up to them whether or not they choose to accept it. I was never, like Sky said, I was never forced to believe what I believe. I was taught it, so I was more inclined to believe that, but I was also taught the secular things in public school as well. I came to my faith on my own. It was never forced on me. So I agree with you. Things like a belief is something that shouldn't be forced. Otherwise, is it really a belief?
I think Master Zone said, only because of a question if you read a book or not. Wow, and then it's
Almost 6 a.m.
TT.
Yeah.
Tata.
Yeah, like,
talk to you later. Bye, Master Zone. I'm sorry.
But yeah, again, thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks for listening to my whole speech. You guys are awesome. I never want to downplay that. You guys are awesome fans, and I couldn't ask for any more awesome people to have watch my silly streams about playing video games and occasionally deep thoughts. So yeah, again, I really appreciate you guys. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we get when we start streams or post a video. Master Zone says, that's what's awesome about you two. You believe strongly in your beliefs and still let others and even your children freely choose in what they want to believe in.
That's the way it should be.
Exactly right. Couldn't put it any better than myself. That's how it should be.
I guess Retro Records is in the same time frame as we are. He said it's 11:53 for him.
I'm gonna be dead, but hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Master Zone.
I really do feel bad for him.
Next stream, ideally, will be Friday, starting at 8. Next Friday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spyro 2 Part 3. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. Things may change. I don't know. We've got bathroom renovations going on next week, so we'll see how it goes.
And
but
hopefully we'll stick to our normal stream time.
Yeah, but hey.
Especially for Master Zone's sake.
But hey, thanks again, guys, for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Have a good night, guys. See you in the next live stream.
Bye.
My mouse is over here.